Interesting. This will be very interesting today. I'm excited for this first key. So I logged in. I was going to start stream. Found a 21 Algathar Academy. I figure, oh, I see a friend in here. I'll go join this key. And then we get Kig in here. Boom. Look at this. Look at this. Ooh, Presevoker healing a 21? Interesting. This will be fun. I am very, very curious to see how this works. I want to see Mr. Kigglypuff heal a plus 21 Algathar Academy. So this will be a fun day. Now, on top of that, I would love to see if I could just get my chats working for the first time. I mess with it a little bit more, but we'll find out. Hey, Sir Duder, good morning. We'll find out. There's only one way to learn if I actually manage to do this. Hey, Lidmac. What's up? This is a 21 Algathar Academy. So we've got the route. It's a hard dungeon. I think we can do it if we have the damage. It's a double DK comp, so it's not... We're technically missing a buff, but I believe in us. I believe in the power of us. Hopefully, my belief is not mistaken, because it would be cool to get a 21 Algathar. We were tanking some 21s yesterday. They didn't feel too bad. Obviously, Algathar Academy, I could die. So we'll find out. Only one way to find out, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm just glad I feel better. I'm starting to feel better at the very least. It's slowly but surely, I'm just getting a little bit better from the weird allergic reaction I had before. Alrighty then. Let me just put this through. Bam. Do you guys think... have you seen a Presevoker all season? I have not seen a Presevoker heal. I'm like genuinely curious. There's a double DK. This is actually one of the meta comps, quote unquote. Look at this though, Mua. More than the double DK. Look at the Presevoker. There's only one. I don't know. I literally don't know if anyone else is playing Prez this season, but that's Kig. And he is a Giga Presevoker. Let's find out. Let's find out how this goes. I might actually drop 2% overall pad damage in this key for a tiny bit more sustain. Might be worth doing for me. I don't know if this will be worth it, but let's try it. My first key of the day, I feel like I need a warm-up, you know? I could use a warm-up, but we'll see if it works. All right, here's the thing. YouTube chat. I'm going to try really, really hard today to get this working properly. I don't know if it will work. I hope it does. But let's see if I can get it working properly. Okay? Okay? Let's see if I can get it. It would be cool today if it was at all possible to finally get the actual chats working the way that they are supposed to work. So here, let's copy this. Let's see if I put this in here, what happens. This is not going to work like that. What if I did this? Okay. Let's see if this works. If I were to open this, did a 19 with Prez like 2 weeks ago before Vega, felt good, was scared at first. So I have to work a little harder if I play with a Prez, but I should be fine. I'm not that worried about it. I just want to see if I could finally get the YouTube chat to come up here. Let's find out. One moment. Uno momento. Uno momento, and then we will time this key. I'm not that worried about... I can't say I'm not worried about living at all. I just want to see if this works. Okay. So somebody say something. Anyone say, all right, say hello. Type 1 just to see. I'm trying to figure this out here. Sadly, your 3 bonus rolls failed the weapon here. I don't think the secondary stats are no important. Death Awakens types 1. Got it. I see that. Hello. I see that. Man. Wait. 1, 2. Wait. It worked. Wait. I think it worked. Ooh. I think it worked. Holy shit. Finally. God damn it. This has taken me forever to figure out. Oh my God. Wait. Tuller, I can see you. Johnvo, I can see you. Hello. One shady name. I can see you. For the first time. You don't understand the reason I ignore YouTube chat this entire time is because I couldn't fucking see the messages. Every time. Wait a second. So wait, it's combined to Twitch and YouTube? I think this works. I think I finally figured it out. Oh my God, I finally figured this out. Okay. Good morning, random. I think I finally figured out my chat thing. All right, this is a 21 Algathar, so yeah, wish me luck, please. I need all the luck I can get. I'm pretty geared. I just need to eventually do Mythic Chimeras and then craft my neck when I get 80 crests. Ooh, this is so exciting. Okay, so YouTube chat, I'll finally be able to say hello. We one-shot it? Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't. I mean, if I don't die. Let's find out. I don't know. I want to see what it's like tanking with Prez. I should be fine. First pull is not that dangerous to bear. I'm not that worried about it. I know he can stasis the COD. Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm super interested to see what this is going to be like. What do you guys think? Not only double DK, but look at the healer. You guys, everybody's like double DK. Guys, the healer. The healer in this key. You're all missing the more impactful part of this key right now, which is the healer. Yeah. Well, that Prez. Well, it's not just any Prez, of course. Of course, yes. This Prez that we're playing with is an absolute beast. 100% is the most beastly Prez of all time, pretty much. Let's try crit this dungeon. Doesn't matter. Crit verse, both are about the same. All right, so I'm gonna get there first. I'm like a tad bit behind where I normally am. So I go here. I go ahead of my team. I've got this first pull. Ooh, so he's gonna para this. That's smart because then what happens is that he's going to get more permanent funnel. I'm gonna go here. That guarantees the aggro. And then I'm gonna put the lunar beam down in the center whenever I, for some reason, target one of these mobs. Holy shit. And then I thrash. That was a delayed setup. I don't know why my targeting was a little off there. We're going to get these flies in here. I thrash on the first global when they come in. And then I'm here. Ooh, I did set up a little late there. All right, now I want to keep things as stacked as possible. That was not my best setup. We go top-down camera angle to make sure that I don't get stunned by anything. Wait a second, everything's dead already. Holy, the damage in this group is fucking crazy. What the hell? What the hell? Everything's dead already. Bro, I didn't even get to do damage. I'm still in my cooldowns. I don't even get to do anything. What the heck? Everything's dead. Literally, wait, where did it go? Where's the pack? Dude, okay, let me go on a little rant here, okay? Allow me to explain something. Doing keys with people who are just genuinely good DPS is such an astronomical difference. It's so hard to find good DPS players. It's so difficult to find actual DPS players because this pack just died. I didn't even have to rotate. I was going to go double SI and everything. I didn't even have to do any of that. What? Dude, I didn't even get to do damage. My overall damage? Okay, immediately taunt the boss so I don't lose the boss. I don't even get to do damage. Damn. That was the fastest I've ever seen that pack die, I'm pretty sure. And on top of that, this is a 21. It's not even a 20. Okay, hold up. I actually have to be very careful here with these bees, to be honest with you. If the boss gives me increased physical damage taken, those bees, they start raging a little bit. Can be a bit rough. So I'm going to Sundering Roar here. Give myself a little bit of extra defensive padding. Yeah, they died real fast. Dude, I can finally read YouTube chat. That's the thing. I'm actually so excited today, to be honest with you. It's such a big W for me to be able to just read YouTube chat. Hope you're feeling well. Thank you, Cruzy. Yeah. What's up, Dima? Dima, I think I finally figured out my chat problems. I'm not 1,000% sure. Ooh, that lunar beam was early. I gotta lock in. I'm gonna have slightly less damage on these ads, although I have a feeling they'll get annihilated. So first set is super easy for me because I have the immediate thrash into the triple thrash, into the this, into the that. So the starfall here basically guarantees the threat. And then on top of that, we of course have everything here. I did see the thing you sent me, but it's not quite the overlay that I need. And so I'm not gonna be able to use that one. I need it to be like a proper overlay, if that makes sense. Okay, so the next one, people have to wait for aggro a second. I have to type in chat because oftentimes people will, like my Devourer Demon Hunter in particular, he'll just send his star into it, and it takes me a second on the second set. Cool. I don't know if I like this camera angle I'm playing with at the moment, to be honest with you. Okay, so this one you have to get by with only Frenzied Regen. You gotta save Bark for the phase. New follower from YouTube. Shady, I can finally see you. For a long time, I have struggled a lot. Ooh, this ad is not going to die. Okay, be careful. We have to be very careful. Just wait for the ad then. Ooh, that was... Oh, Omega Tech. What the hell? Okay, Insta-Thrash. Insta-Thrash everything, but my aggro is loose on this set. Yeah, he has aggro a second. I got another Thrash here. No problem. I dispel myself. We're good to go. I'm going to get a dispel. Nice. Easy. Yeah, I know. It's no problem. I did figure it out, though. I found a different software, and it does appear to be working quite well right now, which is really good. So everything so far, so good, right? This is working, though. Is this a warm-up key? You know, I wouldn't describe this as being a warm-up key necessarily, but it's going pretty well right now, so maybe. I think you got to kill this branch. I would kill this branch for safety. The boss is just high enough that we are going to get this next phase, so I watch my health. While these little guys are up, I need no defensive on these melee hits. Past that point, we'll see, though. I figured it out. I can tell you what I figured out if you so desire. If you're curious about it, I'll tell you what I figured out. Okay, so here, do I need to incarn? The boss is basically dead. I think I just get by without incarn. I don't want to pad too much. I would rather time this key. So boss is dead. Good job, team. Ooh, almost died on that last global. Nice job. Yeah, I figured it out already, basically. No problem. Yeah, I just want to edit one thing on my UI. I'm definitely not trolling right now. That needs to go there, because that's where the chat is. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Yep. I did manage to figure it out. Okay, so here, we do actually decide to send the incarn for single target damage. And then before you Sundering Roar, you need a Feral Frenzy. Can't Sundering Roar after a Feral Frenzy. And then we go like this. Yo, thank you for the Prime sub. We'll see if we get this 21 Algathar Academy first try. Log in today, slam a 21 Algathar. I think this key I've had a lot of practice in. To me, the scariest key right now is Skyreach. And that was so sad because we actually had 21 Skyreach. Bro, my Presevoker is doing more single target damage. Wait a second, what the hell? What the hell? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? My Presevoker is currently doing more single target DPS than my Devourer Demon Hunter. Wait, what? He's doing 50k single target on this sentry. What is he doing? Do they just do that much damage? I mean, they don't have a group buff, so they kind of need to. Wait a sec, he's blasting. Ooh, that's a lot. I mean, single target damage in particular, because Mistweaver does big overalls. Yeah, but like, that's a lot of damage. That's not a little bit of damage. That is... Oh, I want to walk into that one. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Kig is the GOAT. He is, if whatever Prez is going to be able to do, he's going to be able to do this key. It does make me work a little, like you feel, as a tank player, you feel slightly more unsafe. I'm going to have to War Stomp this and then in-cap it because my aggro is a little loose here. So we Lunar Beam now, and then if he caught me, I can stay in this pole, and if he doesn't caught me, I'm going to have to kite. Is he going to caught me here? I don't know. I don't know if he will or will not, because if he doesn't, I have to run. If he does caught me, then I'm fine, actually. But otherwise, Bear, I have to be careful here, though. Sundering is here. I should have saved the Sundering. We had damage right at the end there. Okay, so 5 stacks. So just watch myself as this comes in. One more Frenzied Regen. Watch the aggro for my Devourer Demon Hunter. I taunt the Prio target. I thrash in midair. I go like this. I should have saved Sundering for this pull. I'm not technically optimizing my damage as much as I could have, but honestly, it's all fine though. The tier list control in the game. Hey man, I am right there with you. I am not a huge fan of how the meta perception in this game completely alters the holy, this pack just died. Look, all my damage. We're just killing everything so fast when we all have cooldown. All of our cooldowns are synced up right now. Dude, I didn't even get to do anything. That was my incarn. I'm not even, my overall damage? That's okay, I would rather time the key, obviously. But still, my overall damage? Like, man, I popped incarn, I was like, all right, bam, I'm a blast. And I didn't even get to do anything. Okay, so this Screech combo here, I'm going to Barkskin, then Sundering, and I'll be fine. Nice Cauterizing Flame from my Evoker here. Do bears not? No, we don't. I do lose my ability to dodge certain attacks, but it's basically a privilege when you play Bear tank. One of the advantages of Bear is that I can do movements like this, and I do not take increased damage. Like, I'll be just fine. If I play other tanks, it is something I have to be more cautious of, and it's one of the reasons that Bear is such a friendly first tank, to be honest with you. I'm going to SI here just to help my healer. So it is actually a nice little thing that Bear effectively has access to, and no other thing really has access to. When I play, like, I'll play my Brewmaster some more this season, I'll play some other things more this season, and when I do that, you'll see me work much harder on my positioning, and if I play my Prot Pally, like any other tank, I do play all 6 tanks, so I'm familiar with how to do it, but it's I can turn my brain off when I play Bear. Like, when I play bear, I don't have to think about my positioning. It's still important that you do, but, you know, our timer's pretty good. 9 minutes is solid here. Let's see what the single target is like. Here we go. I don't triple caught. No, that's fine. Chill. Chilling. Chilling. Help me when you can. If you can, I mean, like, anytime he can caught me, I'll take it, but I'm actually kind of chilling this boss. Well, I don't know if I would say chill on this boss. Like, it does hurt. The bleed hurts. He can basically just caught me whenever he feels like it. I'll have a plan for everyone because I'm not in comms with him. But it is something cool. Presovoker has that interesting mechanic. What's up, dog dad? The issue with having... Dude, I'm so happy, Blizzcon. This is unrelated, by the way. And I know you didn't... This is not what you were asking, but I am incredibly happy that I can see your message. You know that? You see that? I can see your message. I can finally read YouTube chat with Twitch chat in the same thing. I finally figured it out. Yay, us. Yay. This is a big W for all the people who hang out on YouTube. I have been trying to figure this out for months. And you know what ended up doing it? Yeah, I can, because I can't, because normally I can't even see. I like, obviously I'm gonna multi-stream, but like, because people have told me many times before that they can't always hang out on the main stream, and I'm just like, okay, so, you know, I'll go live, but like, I normally cannot see, and so now I can. Very exciting. This is exciting information. I finally figured it out, and it's working pretty well today. What is use for Heart of the Wild? If you look at my single target damage right now, you'll see Feral Frenzy on this boss. Single target, more important. Immediate res, got him. No problemo. Do I SI to help him here? I don't think I need to with the haste buff. I'll be fine. Rebuffing for him. I'm just Sundering Roar this one with the haste buff on. I don't die. Maybe I proc Well-Honed Instincts. It's okay. It means he didn't get to ramp for that, but we are playing with also a team. To be fair, if you were ever going to take a comp that basically that helped the healer, this would be it. You know what I mean? Like, if healing a double DK Devour is probably the most chill experience comparative. I mean, you could be playing, you know what I mean? Like, this is certainly a very relaxed healer experience. So he can just blast as well. Even if you were going to choose a comp to basically give yourself a little bit of a, not a pass, of course, but just a chill healer experience. Is he going to caught me? I was about to say he's caught there. Nice. This would be it. Okay, so our single target's slowing down because now I think people are holding for the burn phase. The problem is that the burn phase, we need to get there to do it. Let's see how long this boss takes on 21. Is there a Heart of the Wild macro? There is. I don't use it myself. I'm not a huge fan of using it. But technically speaking, yes, there is a Heart of the Wild macro. I just personally don't make use of it. So we're going to go here. We are going to get this last one. But we had double AMS, so it's absolutely fine. The intermission happens after this frontal. And then we go like this. Yeah, this is your time, YouTube. This is, if you've ever had questions to ask me, this is now the time. So I have the Lunar Beam amp right here on the damage. I save my Incarn for a second, and then I go Vulnerability Prep 3, 2, 1, Feral Frenzy into the Incarn, into the Combat Potion, which I should have pressed beforehand, to be fair. That was my bad, actually. And then we're going to try to just burn this boss down. Now, if I Incarn this and we kill it really fast, actually, I could have a problem on the next pull. So it looks like our burn was quite successful here. Perhaps in the future, I should try to hold. I don't think I can hold Incarn there. Otherwise, I just have to send it early. It kind of comes up perfectly around this time every time. So not that I need it to live, but I kind of need it for next pull, depending on how we go. If the timer is pretty chill, I'm going to chain the next pull instead of do it all at once, because otherwise you can die to battle axes, especially when you have a Presovoker. There are a lot of advantages to Presovoker, right? Yo, what's up, Torizi? Gets good DPS. Thank you, Torizi. That's actually a good cheer, by the way. That's an excellent cheer. Top-down camera angle, avoid the frontal, avoid the fire. Boss is dead here in a second. Oh my god, there's a little tornado there. There you go, perfect. I should have tanked that closer to the door to save 2 seconds on this run, technically speaking. He crashed, no problem. I think our timer is good. Let's chain here. No Karn, I chain. That was, hold up. No Karn, I chain 20 seconds. 20 seconds. We're going to do this pull here, but we can't do it yet. I didn't pull that. Good. So I need to just build on these two for a second. Give me a second. Because I need to settle in this pull. Cool. And I'm going to pull these guys because of the route. So we need these. He's going to have to take the first ambush. I need to wait approximately 45 seconds. I kind of need Incarn before I go to the bridge. And this is the pull that I could just die on. So I'm going to be a little bit aware. I have Lunar Beam up. I'm going to be out of melee range. So I'm going to take this one. Perfect. This is the SI. Then I kite this because we do need these 4. So I'm going to Vortex here. I'm going to pull this with the Bark. They're all going to come in. I immediately thrash. I might have missed those, so I just in-cap it one. I just get aggro real fast, and then I'm going to run for this next leap. Perfect. Perfect execution. Perfect execution. Oh, I got sent back. It's okay. That was the one right there. So now I need to Incarn early and often because this Battle Axe pull will one-tap me. There we go. I did have to chain this. It was an efficient... I'm not going to die through Incarn. I'm going to be okay. I won't get one-tapped. I just have to get in position. Nice. Good job, team. I'm not doing the perfect tanking job here, to be honest with you. Only problem is that we're going to probably... There's a video on my Patreon for how I do pull 1. I'm not going to die through Incarn here. Maybe with a Pres Evoker. I have Frenzied Regen ticking on myself. I should be okay. I'm just going to go through. I have Bark Skin. I want to get my kick. And then the next pull... I have to desequence the next pull. We're actually too quick. We're quicker than we normally are here. And so I'm in a little bit of danger in terms of surviving this next pull. And to be honest with you, we have time. So I'm going to Vortex them all together. And then I'm basically just going to kite out here. I can still do a little damage with like a Heart of the Wild here. I can be Moonfiring. Okay, so I have Bark, 1 SI. I'll have 2 SIs. But I just don't even want to take any of these right now. So we're just going to keep kiting this out. I'm going to have Incarn in a little bit. I don't have a team, tell him here. I'm playing, technically speaking, I'm just playing with pugs right now. Kind of too slow. It's one or the other. The problem is, Sam, I'm a little worried. I need a kind of, this is probably the scariest pull for me in the entire whole dungeon. I am more scared of this than I am on the first pull. Because you can die through regular things. So what we're going to do here is I have a plan. I have got a plan, and it should be okay. SI in 3, 2, 1 right now. Okay. Lunar Beam is up. Then I Natural Resilient Shield. Then I Sundering Roar for the DR. Now I run. So I'm just going to Vortex and run here. That's fine. And then Incarn will be back up. I still got to do the pulls. Just going to be... We're kiting out. We're kiting out. I kind of need my team to help me kite out for like 2 seconds. I got Bark. Bark plus Incarn. We're good to go. Okay, now I'm good. I'm good now. Can't die through Bark plus Incarn plus Lunar. This would be my first 21 Alcathar Academy. So this key, with Incarn timing on these particular pulls, I feel like I need to be really good about it. And certainly this key I have not optimized to the extent that I could in future keys. So I will work on it in the future. But as a tank player, you know, Sam, I need reps. This is one of those keys where I feel like reps are really important. That first leap, Kig is going to have to heal, but it's on a DK player, so he's going to be fine. I'm also fine. I had a plan for this pull here. And then I'm going to make sure I get one of these kicks on the surges. And then otherwise, I'm going to kite with SI here in a second. So I'm going to go Frenzied Regen for the Natural Resilient Shield. That's a stun, so I have SI right outside of this stun, plus a combat potion. And then I go Thrash, Sundering Roar. I would ideally like to be taking these. I'm kind of dry right now, though, so I'm just going to kite because we do have time, and my 1 extra Thrash on this pull is just simply not necessary. So, whoops, the Ravager is following me, though, so I can't... So that movement right there, I got to work on that because my Devourer is going to have to take this unless he has Meld. That's my bad. I got to figure out a way to kite this pull while I still actually can bait the Ravager. It is a bit of a hard thing to do. Timer seems a little bit rough at the moment. Doable, but rough, potentially. Kig might have to take that last one, and then I'm going to grab 2 in here, though, for make sure I have this for my Devourer resources. I could speed up the route by not that much. 10 seconds? Yeah. Thank you, Mubs. I talk to myself sometimes to help me just guide myself through a lot of these polls. This would be the first time I've ever tanked a 21 Alcathar Academy. So I'm just making sure I do everything that I got to do to try to support my team Not my team. This is technically a pot. I know the DK in here, and obviously that Prez Evoker is a friend of mine. One of the best Prez Evokers in the world, if not currently the best Prez Evoker, because I don't think anybody else is playing Prez. That's a rough little hit there. I'm going to save my CCs for the next overlap. I go here, and then here. I don't die to this. Then I incarn. This is a little bit here. What's up, Faye? Hi, Faye Vibe. How's it going? How's it going? So now what I do is I Vortex this, and then they're going to get snapback. Then I War Stomp it, and then people know to press defenses. Then I incap it to give my healer an even extra second to do it. Prez needed mana. He's got E-Loop. Unless he's not playing, I am assuming he's playing E-Loop, to be fair. I'm assuming he's playing E-Loop. I'd be pretty surprised if he was not playing E-Loop here. And he should have the ability to basically get mana back during this boss. However, if not, then he might be in a little trouble, yeah. He doesn't really need to worry about me. I'll keep myself full health. Good morning, Gur. I'm feeling a little better. Every day that I'm sleeping just a bit more. Last night wasn't fantastic, but I'm slowly but surely just starting to sleep just a little bit more, and so I'm feeling slightly human again. You know what I mean? Like a little bit. Yeah, Mistweaver is super fun right now. It's a good time to be a Mistweaver main. Like, not only is it fun, but it's actually meta, and people want you, and that's a weird feeling as a Mistweaver, you know what I mean? It's an interesting feeling to be wanted as a Mistweaver. Normally, you have to fight for your spot in a group, but this season is actually you're eating well. Yo, what's up, Cameron? I can also see YouTube comments today for the first time in basically forever, so that's cool. I figured it out. All right, so timer. What is our timer like? Is it good right now? Let me take this one. Let me see. First time in Mythic Plus. Yeah. Looking better than yesterday. Thank you. You know, I'm doing my best for self-care. Looks fine, actually. I think we're doing okay. Let me move out here a little bit. I'm fine with a natural resilient shield here. I'm going to take this one. Got it. I just want to give my team a little bit more room because we've kind of put all the melee spots there. So why don't we just move this out slightly? Let me just move it here, and then they can still drop in melee. And I'll take this with Bark plus Frenzied. No problem. Health doesn't move that much. We're going to go here. Is Double DK actually good? I mean, it's maybe not the highest DPS that you could possibly have, but it's surprisingly not bad. The thing about it is that it is not as bad as you think it would be. How about we put it that way? I would say that even though Kig is blasting, a Resto Shaman, just for the nature of how Resto Shaman buff works, would be Omega for this comp. Like, technically, if we had a Resto Shaman, it would be doing more damage just by hitting Sky Fury. Because DK really... I don't know, Sam, how much does DK currently benefit from Sky Fury? I don't know the current math on it. I knew what it was before, but I don't know what it is right now. Okay, so I'm going to drop pretty low here, but I don't want to hit Bark. Frenzied Regen Shield. All right, how are we doing on time? I think timer is doable, but not, like, the most amazing. Taunt this. I have this up here. Oh, that's scary. All right, I Bark early in this pull. I open with the Lunar Beam. I charge here so I don't get one-tapped. I have to be much more careful about things like one-taps going into pulls when I play with Prez. It does challenge me a little bit more. Not that he can't heal me, but I just have to... I feel as though I have to be slightly more independent. So make sure I get one of these Surge Kicks here. Make sure I keep this up. Okay, Combat Potion. The only problem is if we use all of our buttons here, 4% for Frost. It's not 8% at least. Rat Pally is still like 8%, I think. 6 to 8%. Dude, we're going to have to do... We have to do the big pull after this. But it's kind of sketch, because like that's all of our cooldowns, you know? That was all of our cooldowns. I don't die to this movement here. I'm fine. Sudden Doom on autos are on 5%. Gotcha. So I stealth ahead. I set this up. Our timer's good. Our timer is quite good right now. Outside or door for LOS. We have double DK for grip. I just need to know where we're tanking it. Outside. Okay. Bait first by the door then. Bait first by door then. We're going to bait the first by the door, and then the rest we're going like this. They're going to go here. I'm going to stealth ahead, and I'm going to get ready to set up the pull. Cool. The pat is there. They're already here. Nice. This pull is demonic, by the way. Arguably hardest pull in the entire dungeon. Okay, they're all here. Nice. Okay. The pat just went by, which is pretty good. Holy. I'm locked in. I don't want my healer to have to worry about me. SI now. Fucking insane pull, to be honest with you. Good aim this. I get my kick. He can always get mana. Let's go in now. Yeah, this is King. Nice line of sight there. Perfect. Timer's good. If we live. If no one dies last boss, timer's super good right now. Survival instincts, because I was getting hit by stuff and moving improperly. Whoa, what's the pat? No. Who is aggro the pat? Wait, what's this? Wait, how did the pat aggro? No. Could we? Oh. Dude, our timer was so good. Bro. Oof. Ow. Ow. One of the DK pets. We were like all the way inside there. We weren't even close. We were all the way inside. We were all the way inside there. All good. Yeah, there was a Magus outside. That guy did well. We were like, why was a pet? It's one of the unholy things. They spawn little mages that he just stood there. We were like really far, but that gets the mage does not move at all. I guess I could try to... Entangling roots would be tough. I think we just go inside. That's what I think too. I think so too. You can line of sight as well. Unless we had sleepwalk for the pat. That would be the other thing you would need, is just sleepwalk for a pat. All right. We go again. What's up, bro? I got some nice pally. Oh, you're welcome, Fobo. I'm glad. I want to play my prop pally a little bit more this season. But I don't haven't got to anyways. I do think it's Brazil, right? I don't know whose Brazil key it is, but it is Brazil. Yeah, our timer was good. It wasn't a kick. It wasn't a kick. It was good, though. It was, yeah, we were good. Timer was okay. That wasn't the problem. The issue was just the pet pulling there. Timer was fine. We were really good on timer. That first pull got annihilated. It's actually, the first pull died so fast, I didn't even get to do damage on it. I was going to say, I could try to go ahead and root the pat in future, but it'll take me an extra few seconds to set it up. Or we just go inside. I feel like inside is fine. If we're going to tank all of them, I genuinely feel like inside is not. You have Iron for macro? Oh, yeah, 100%. I macro Iron Fur with this build. There's all the people who argue that you can't macro Iron Fur Luminos just has like some weird mentality with it. Especially this season, you can totally macro it if you ever need. So there are some there arguments against macroing Iron Fur is the fact that if you for some reason need the rage to either bank between pulls and / or you need the rage for a B-res, you can have Mangle on your bar and you press that button and then you have it. So cognitive load, imagine like not macroing something for the pure reason, he already has a feast. Just because that one instance where you might need to B-res, you need to send one global. I just think that that's kind of a lame mentality, to be honest. I'm going to buy an Augment Ruin for this. That's how much I care about this key. This is the level of dedication that we have for the game. Right, for the love of the game, this is the dedication right here. I double bind Thrash. Some people use a mod macro. Oh, you could do that too. Yeah, that works. I think I hear the argument for not macroing, but I feel like just to take the cognitive load off the entire key for that one time, all you have to do though to initiate pull with you just go out of bear form into bear form. Yeah, all you have, I have mangle on my bar. I don't press it very much in the way that I like to play right now. But if I need to, I simply press mangle and I'll have B-res. And also most of the time I'll just have B-res anyways, if that makes sense. So for what it is worth, I'll always have it anyways, though. Why is Skyreach impossible for you? I did 21 Skyreach yesterday, and I gotta say, like, I tanked it well. We had a brick on last boss. Somebody kept the fire puddle in, and we missed a bunch of stuff. Otherwise, we would have had it. That dungeon is the scariest dungeon for me on Bear. Like, bar none, in fact. Like, actually, like, not only bar none, but, like, really, like, that Skyreach is just scary. Even if you play it really well, it's just a scary dungeon. Like, I feel like this one, I could kite more. I could be slightly more efficient, but, like, Skyreach is probably the scariest dungeon for me to tank right now on Bear. The bleeds. Not just the bleeds, but, like, it just really hurts. There's just a lot of damage in Skyreach. That's it. Is there a macro? There is if you want to go into my Discord. If you just do exclamation Discord, you'll find it, Snurry. Not on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you got to come here, though. So there is a macro for it, but it's still a click. Like, you have to double hit the macro. It doesn't automatically cast for what it is worth, all right? Yeah, the armor shred, but also the thing is that those mobs get, like, a haste increase, and they just hurt. They just do... It's, like, unavoidable melee damage. I did learn some tech for... Whoops. I think, this is a reset, right? Yeah, that's a reset. He was actually just standing ahead of me. I don't even think he cast anything. Thank God it's Brazil. Yep. It is purgeable for what it's worth, but you know, I'm a 282 on Mistweaver. I've done a 13. I'm very nervous about healing. With Mistweaver right now, trust in ancient teachings and Way of the Crane. I think a lot of Mistweavers make the mistake of trying to interrupt their spin to win too much. Try to cast sequence macro. So if you cast sequence it, I'm pretty sure you still need to hit it several times. Honestly, it's not really a problem to just Moonkin form in here. I don't even think it's worth a talent point specking into fluid form. Oh, my augment ruined. Oof. All right, hold up. Any feasters? We had it last key. Let's get it. Hold up. I'll buy a feast real quick. I need to make some more gold. Harendir Celebration. How much are they right now? They're not too bad. I'll buy 3. This is me. This is let's get a little feast here. Let's get this going. Bam. Voila. Everybody eat up. I'll watch your video with Meg about Mistweaver. Can't get used to it, so I'm going to stick with Disc. Honestly, so it's totally fine. Yeah. Exactly. Mistweaver is a weird and interesting healer. I think it's omega fun right now for what it's worth. Hey, Levelon. Thank you. We had it just now, and then a pet pulled, like, the pat on the last boss. But to be fair, when something like that happens, I always think to myself, is there something I can do better? And in this instance, there was. So I could have tanked the pack in a different spot. It was just unfortunate that the Lich was just outside pulling those mobs, because I think we had pretty giga time. The issue was we went into the room too fast. So either I need to kite it completely back, or if I'm playing with 2 Unholy DKs, I think it's important that I know, or I just go into the room and we tank it in there. And I think that that's a better strategy as of right now, because that could happen again. And so instead of thinking to myself, that sucks that happens, or Unholy DK, why didn't you plan your pets better? It's like, no, there's probably a different position that I could have. All right, so we're going to go Moonfire. It takes me a few globals. Just give me a second. I bark skin here. I lunar beam down. I'm here like this. I wait for the second thrash. 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 Boom. There we go. Now we incarn. Nice slow FC proc there. So I'm going to do the good damage here. And then we're here. And then we're here like this. Birds are coming. Oh, no. God damn it. Okay, I could have pulled the birds a second faster. He was blasting. I have really good snap threat, but if the mobs come in like that, I could have pulled them. Okay, I'll just pull them earlier next time. He says reset. I actually think we're fine. I think we would have been fine there, but fair enough. Reset it is. Yeah, this pack dies really fast. All right, reset. My augment ruined my feast. This key is starting to cost a lot of gold. This key is starting to cost some gold here, I'm noticing. Okay, hold up. Wait a second. Let me make sure my YouTube chat is still loading. Shady is name. Can you say something again? Oh, no, I think it's fine. I think I see it. Oof. I'm glad it's good now. There was a lot of talk about whether hero talents are good or bad for the game. I think it's a good question, actually, right now. I would say the thing that I do when I play with a Mistweaver is I'm always aware of this thing called Smart Healing Fae. It's something when you healed me before, one of the reasons I hope that I'm a good tank is because I understand how healers need to heal. So if there's a lot of AoE damage happening, then I want to make sure that my health is completely full, if that makes sense. I'll try to grab the bees early. I'll try to grab them earlier. All right, one more feast. Focus up. We have this key very easily right now. What's up, Shady? Okay, I can see you. Perfect. I finally got my YouTube and Twitch chat to work. It's very exciting. Hey, Dead Cleaner. Hello. All right, let's get this 21 done. It did not feel crazy hard. I feel like I was not sequencing correctly. Like, there was a few things I could have done way better before, for sure. But this first pull as Guardian it's not hard for me to live, especially with the Prez Evoker, because I actually get double Cauterizing Flame. But even without an Evoker in the group, Guardian is a specialist at this pull, for sure. This pull is so much more frustrating on a Brewmaster than a Guardian. It's very dumb healing. So this is the thing, though. The reason, Faye, because I understand how Way of the Crane works, because I understand how healing works, because I also like to heal, and I've played Mistweaver, and I've played Resto Shaman, and I've played a bunch of the things that I can just stay mounted. I don't even need a stealth. It's a slight bit of an efficiency increase. So because I understand all of that, I get an interesting little advantage, basically, where I know how and what my healer needs me to do, if that makes sense. And because I know that, I'm able to plan my own defensives better. And I think that that makes me a really good tank. I genuinely think that it's a massive advantage for me as a tank player to understand and realize how my healer needs to be healing. So I can plan a little bit more defensively. I can plan to health potion. I can plan to keep myself very full health when my healer needs to be doing their AoE healing, if that makes sense, though. Weren't I a top 10 Prez? Yeah, that's where I met Kick. I used to play Prez Evoker, so I understand exactly how he needs to heal, although it is different than it used to be, certainly. But yeah, I'm a big Prez Evoker enjoyer. I think Prez was the most fun healer. Now Mistweaver is the most fun healer. Both are incredibly enjoyable. But Prez is the most interesting healer, bar none. That I will say. I think that Prez 100%. Not in Shadowlands, in Dragonflights. Fair enough. End of Dragonflight, I played Prez Evoker exclusively. I didn't actually tank much that season. I basically only played Prez. Okay, that guy died like a little bit later than previous, but we'll be okay. But yesterday I found an old Method member. Okay, he was just in-game and looking for a group. That's pretty cool. It's cool to play with your heroes, you know? It's something very interesting that I've had the privilege of doing recently, is that I actually get the very unique opportunity to play with people that I have seen on my TV, which is kind of cool. That's, like, sort of really interesting to me. I've always been, like, a WoW fangirl, you know? And the fact that I actually get to play with some of the people who were previously just limited to my TV is kind of awesome. Like, I was like, oh my God, I've seen you on my TV. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, like, I love the MDI. I think the MDI is, like, omega cool. And so I've recently got to do, and I actually got to do a video with Mr. Shindig. I recorded a little interview, a little behind the scenes of what it's like to prepare for the MDI, some of the thought processes they have for the MDI. Very cool stuff, by the way. Extremely exciting. I will try to post that tonight, maybe. Okay, so this ad is Omega not dying, by the way. Yeah, Dorky was healing some keys the other day. That was pretty cool. I've got the immediate aggro. This is going to live a little bit, so I have Incarn, so I'm fine. I don't know if I like my new camera angle today. I need a cleanse right there. Perfect. No problem. Just going to watch my own health. Little this right here. No problem. I'm chilling. Chilling. He's just a gamer. I also think that the way that Mistweaver currently plays is probably the most accessible healer to people who aren't healer mains. How does Bear live after third boss in the Skyreach? By running. The oldest trick in the book, Soap. So you got these little bear legs, you know, like these little bear legs. They're really cute. You use them to run away from the mobs in Skyreach. That is how you live that. It is unfortunate. I don't like the fact that I have to kite so much there because every instinct for me as a tank player says what I have to do in this situation is try to stay planted so my team can do maximum damage. However, it doesn't work like that. I have to run. If I don't run, I die. It's just that simple. I hate it. I really dislike it, but I have to do it. There is literally just no other way for me to handle that mechanic. Defenders, you are way more capable of outplaying as a bear because it's a healing absorb. Defenders, you can for what it is worth. You can totally live defenders. You just need to plan your own cooldowns really well because that's the Null Sunder is a healing absorb. So that's pretty acceptable to just live that one, no problem. The bleed, just the mobs at the end of Skyreach, there's not only the bleeds, there's also just a lot of damage. So that's the problem. We're going to knock this branch out. I don't think we're killing this branch for the sake of efficiency. So we'll just knock that away. Perfect. We'll kill the boss here. I don't have to worry about these ads. I'll start moving forward. Nice. Frosty K is super slept on. What's up, G-Dub? Frosty K super... Yeah. To be fair, though, I feel like my opinion on Frosty K is much different, and it's just because I know Sam. It's because I play with Sam. And Sam makes Frosty K look meta regardless of whether it is actually meta. It doesn't matter how good or bad Frosty K is technically doing. Sam makes it look good. Can you stop? I hate that bug. My ping issue sometimes, did you see that? What happens just now? If you actually notice that sometimes if I use Incarn to go back into bear form, it always bugs for me. And then I end up going back out of bear form every single time I've ever tried that tech. Because it glitches, and it, like, double taps bear form. So I actually always have to remember not to use Incarn to go back into bear, because that was scary. Lucky for me, I had Bark and stuff up, but, like, that's actually, like, it has killed me before. I cannot ever use Incarn to go into bear form, because it just double taps itself. Man, Kig's beating me on single target. I'm doing 60k, but he's doing more, man. How is he just doing so much single target damage? What the hell? Look at my Presevoker. Look at my Presevoker blasting. This is the thing with off-meta representation. Who said Presevoker was bad? My bro, he's blasting right now. He's literally doing so much damage. Look at that. Look at this. Look. Hold up. That was single target. Somebody clip this. Somebody clip this right now. Look at this. That was single target damage. That just happened. All right, let's see on this pull. I don't have cooldown, so my damage is going to be a little bit less. That was single target from a healer, by the way. Look at his damage. Look at this. Oh, is Presevoker meta? Look at this. Look at his damage. Holy. Bro, look at his damage. What is this? He's beating everybody. He's beating actually everybody. What the hell? How is he doing this much damage? You just never see it, right? Because no one ever plays Presevoker. That's why you never get to see them blast, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. Somebody clip this, please. You gotta clip this. This is, yeah, you gotta, I think you should nerf Presevoker. I've seen enough. Nerf him. That's what it is. I've seen enough. You gotta nerf him. I don't make the rules. This is too much. Healers can't be doing DPS levels of damage. I've seen enough. All right, hold on. Let me not die here for a second. Oh, I really don't want to send SI. Kig is like rank 1. Of course he is. I know he is. And I know who Kig is. Okay, little known fact about me that you probably don't know, because many people have more recently found my stream. For what it is worth, I used to main Presevoker. And the reason that I know Kig is because back in the day, only the OGs of my stream, and I don't normally use that word OG, but I feel kind of hip when I say it, only the people who have been here for an incredibly long time would remember this. But when I started streaming, was a Preservation Evoker main. So, and that season, I really, really tried hard. And in pre-patch, it was pre-patch IO, I will clarify, of course. But I was doing really good on Prez that season. It was a Resto Druid season. And then on pre-patch, I ended up being rank 3 NA. It was me, Kig, and Danglin, Mr. Rai, who I don't think plays anymore, unfortunately. That guy is also a gamer. So it was us three on top of the leaderboards for Preservation Evoker. So we kind of know of each other. Now Kig has healed me on a tank. I renounced my Prez Evoker ways, but Kig did not. They have stayed on Prez. I only played Prez that season. I played it like casually for other seasons and did okay content on it, but that was the only season I really pushed. But that was when I started streaming. I was always a dedicated Preservation Evoker player, and I've always enjoyed it too. The problem with Prez, and I made a mistake. Basically, I used to really like Prez Evoker, and then you know what happened? I will tell you, like, there's a problem, okay? Here's the thing. I made a fundamental critical error. And I could never play Prez again. You want to know what it was? Here's the problem. I immediately taunted that boss. I'm so glad he didn't get one-tapped. I used to really like Prez Evoker. And then one day, I played Resto Shaman. And I could never go back. That was the problem. You understand? You can never do this. If you play Prez Evoker and you're like, this healer is super fun, don't ever, ever play a different healer. Because you will realize, in relative horror, that you are working way too hard for a subpar result. That's the problem with Prez. I'm serious. Literally. Never, ever play a different healer. Because you will just sit there and you will be like, why am I sweating? Why am I working so hard to do the same thing that a shaman can do by pressing one totem? And you don't have an answer for that. There's no answer. Because it's fun, kinda. But that's it. That's the problem. I'm genuinely, no, Prez is harder this season. I genuinely think the changes, you can ask Keg, I'll ask Keg after this what he thinks. In my opinion, the pruning to healers made Preservation Evoker harder. It made it less friendly, believe it or not. It actually made it significantly harder. Isn't that crazy? I'm probably having to deal with it. Oh yeah, Blizz. I actually, over the course of time, it's interesting because a lot of people have found my stream more recently. But I do play other roles. You'll see this season depends how committed I am to Bear. Like if I really want to push for like more 21s and stuff, then I have to spend more time on Bear. But I enjoy playing everything. I enjoy healing. I would say I'm a better tank than a healer. Sometimes I struggle to be like really, really good at healing. So I would definitely say I'm more experienced as a tank, but I've also DPS before. I play everything. I have played, like, on beta. The next time beta rolls around, you'll see that I actually just like playing everything. I'm a crazy ultaholic. But the problem with being an ultaholic is that I always want to be progressing on all these different characters, and I don't have time because I need to be crest farming on the Druid, or I need to be doing this here, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? So I don't actually have time to be doing that. All right, hold up. There's two whirlwinds right here. They're kind of in an annoying spot, so just give me a second. I'm paying attention. Whoa, like that one almost hit me. I don't want to take any damage here, so I'm locked in. Yeah, no, I'm actually not a one-trick. I kind of wish I was. Honestly, if I was a one-trick, I would just do better. Like, I would just have greater results in a season. But most seasons, I play one thing for like a few months. I really, really like it. And then I get bored and then I play something else. That's seriously what I end up doing. Almost inevitably, in fact. It is my greatest problem with this game. I would say, guys, where's the third one? Where's the third one? Where's the third one? Where's the third one? Holy, wait. Oh my God. Not like this. Not like this. Did we milk it? Was that tech or was that disaster? What was that? Well, how do we feel about that? Was that tech or disaster? I feel like there's no way it was intentional. Maybe there's some like crazy tech I don't know about. Is he going to caught me on the first one? I need to know. Do I press bark? I'm assuming he caught me here, but I'm not 100%. Okay, he doesn't caught me here. Oh, he did caught me there. Damn. Okay, so I wasted my bark. Might have to SI then. 1 second. Locked in. Gotta do well. Can't get hit. I want to position this boss so that my melee can also hit it with full uptime. There's only going to be one more. Okay, here I've desequenced things. He doesn't have caught for me. I'm going to be fine. A healing potion if I need to, but I absolutely do not send anything else. One frenzied regen is fine. Healing potion and then frenzied regen. I'm going to live and then I can save everything for the next pull. And we can also progress it much faster because my incarn is now up when I need it to be. So we'll go straight to bridge though. Incarn up. I go bridge. Care aggro. We're gonna do the bridge pull. Hold up. I do think so too, guy. Like it certainly gives me a more fundamental appreciation for things, but hold up. This pull, I still need to gather it, and it's basically very scary for me, especially because I don't have healing potion. So 1 second, please. 1 second. The first charge is going to be there. I need to make sure I have threat on these guys before I move on, because if anybody dies here, it's GG's. I'm going to incarn early. There it is. Watch threat. Please, DPS. Please, watch threat. Let me have it. Quad battle expo. I'm locked in, guys. I'm not going to die. Okay, everybody. Back up. I'm not going to miss a global. If they get stunned, I have to overlap defensives. This is the moment. This is my moment. I roar, and then I run. I run through now. Kite. That was a stun right there, so they'll one-tap me after this. Okay. Now I watch the range, and I just kite. I let them deal with all this, and I kite. I have double SI. Perfect. I have double SI for next pull. We are good timer. Fair timer. They're connecting on me. I do wish that I could bait the worm a little better. Would be much better. I'm trying to bait it on me, but I'm kiting a bit too much then. I cannot get hit by this. Sup, Harith? Okay, just running. I can't commit any defensives here. Those battle axes can be chained here. I'm going to go grab aggro on this real quick. Perfect. I'm going to make sure that I live this pull. I'm going to go ahead now. I bark skin early. I'm here. I'm going to rotate both SIs before they actually reach me. I don't know why those textbooks didn't pull with this. A little frustrating. SI number 1. Cool. In-cap that on the healer. SI number 2 in a second. Right now. Good. Hold this actually for a second. Sundering Roar. Okay, I'm in trouble for a second. I need to kite this. Not quite odd to my incarn. Just run. It's fine. I go in with Bark plus Incarn and Frenzied Regen Shield. I can do damage. Okay. Stop, Aerith. Oof. High pressure pull, man. High pressure pull. These battle axes are no joke. You can die through so many cooldowns. It's not even funny. And I don't have like I don't have any sort of helpful. What's up, Nethia? Hi, Nethia. I'm kind of locked in right now because we're tanking a 21 Algadar and I'm doing the battle axes. I love Guardian Druid, but these pulls can be difficult. You know what I mean? I swear your keys are like clockwork. Thank you. You know, a lot of people enjoy keys for different reasons. And one of the reasons that I enjoy keys personally is that I treat them like a memory game. So what I try to do is just maintain as much consistency as possible. That's my goal when it comes to keys. So as a tank player, I want to make sure that I do the same thing every run, and that's how I'm going to be a good tank player. Actually, I think that this is what defines a good tank player in many ways, is just straight, raw consistency. Let me bait the worm. I'm on the edge, I'm on the edge, I'm on the edge. Damn, I can't seem to bait this worm properly. I might be moving too much. Like, raw consistency. And so I'm kind of slow, like, in general, right? Like, I like chess, but I don't like FPS games. As an example, I am really bad at Halo. Even though I like Halo, I can't play Halo to save my life. There was the bait. You know what I mean? Also, hi, Nethia. Nethia, I'm not actually that familiar. I don't think I know you that well, and I'm always down to make new friends. Hi, do you play World of Warcraft? And if so, what do you play? Let me get my healer, can grab a drink for a second if he needs it. He'll microsip if he doesn't need to. And then we'll pull these foragers into this. Here we go. Let's do it. I'll put the lunar beam down right here, and then also just make sure that no one tags this boss early. We are on a 0 death extraordinary run right now, so we're doing pretty good thus far. Pretty good. Incarn here. What's the full benefits of doing more than a 10? Absolutely just for fun, pretty much. There are some achievements that you can get in-game if you so desire, but mostly is just for fun, to be honest with you. Keys are like a gig at a time. There's a lot of people in WoW who really like raiding, like Full Mental. If you're the sort of person who's like, why would you do keys? Are you a raider? Like, do you just really like raiding then? Because I personally don't like raiding. For me, raiding is sort of anti-fun. Ooh, that charge. That was a beautiful time dilate on my healer. He might still die, actually, even through that. Okay, I'm going to Bark Skin now. I don't want to make sure that I'm going to Feral Frenzy after this hits, and then we're good to go. Yeah, so far so good. Been a while we played together. Really? Hope the rest of your stream goes well today. Thank you, Nethia. I appreciate you coming to say hi. Yeah, okay, so you're I don't get joy from raiding. That's one of the things about me, is I know myself, and I just don't find that much pleasure in raiding. I'm not a raider at heart. It feels like a chore to get the thing that I need to get in order to do the keys that I want to do. You know what I mean? That's personally speaking how I feel about raiding. For what it is worth, I don't mind Dreamrift. Dreamrift is a kind of a perfect compromise for somebody like me who isn't a raider, but, you know, I can enjoy a Dreamrift fight because it's just one kill. You go in, maybe like on Mythic, I had to sit for like an hour in a pug that we progged, and I was like, okay, I got my timings right. Parse 99, felt pretty good. But for what it is worth, I'm not a huge fan of it. Do they overlap those bombs? That's okay. Immediate res. I'm going to let them do it. No problem. Cool. He's going to take that one. I'll go grab this. That's okay. I rebuff. I think our timer is slightly more suspicious right now, but it's not, like, impossible. What do we think? Kig. Oof. Beautiful ramp by Kig there. Excellent ramp. Ooh, watch the puddle. Bark Skin. Ba-boom. In your experience, what is the best tank? What's the best tank to progress? Whichever one you like the most. No joke, that's actually the best tank. There is no technical best tank because it is whatever you enjoy the most, Mr. Blaine. If you like what you're playing, you'll spend more time on it. If you spend more time on it, you will develop mastery over that thing. If you develop mastery over that thing, you'll be able to actually take it to its nth degree, and whichever that is for you is going to be the best option. There are some seasons, like this season, where tank balance, I would say, is just not that good right now. Like, there are some tanks that are just remarkably stronger than others. However, a really good Blood DK will still be better than a bad Guardian Druid, by far, for what it is worth. Not even a close comparison. A really good Prot Warrior, I would rather have a great Prot Warrior or even a really good Prot Pally at the key level that you're referencing. That is so much more important. And so, unfortunately, the meta perception would tell and try to convince you, basically, that that isn't true. But it absolutely is. Where the thing that you are the best at is going to be your best option. I don't need to SI here. I don't need to SI. I'll just incarn a little early. That was close. This pull can kill me. I really wanted to save SI for the next pull because I didn't have Bark walking in here, so it was a little scary. They're going to sync on me for a second. It's okay. I'll just backpedal it for 2, 3, 2, 1. Good. Get my kick. Make sure I don't die. Do some damage. Watch the surge cast. Surely we won't let that go off. Good. Watch that cast. War stomp it maybe. Good stun. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. Good. Okay, bark now. Okay, guys, this might be a little bit of a lock-in moment from me. But just remember, mastery over the thing is going to be your best bet 100% for your highest success rate. Timer is good. Not, like, excellent. Just good. Timer is, like, super chill right now. But any mistake, and it's GG. So let me just focus a little bit. Let me see if I can actually... If I can go far enough ahead, I can root the pat. And that might be worth doing real quick. They're going to be quick with this. I know them. They're not wasting any time here. I can't read... I'm not going to read comments because I want to time this key. And currently, I am... We've got this right now. So, we got here last time too. Let me see where the pat is. I don't love that position for the pat. And if I entangling roots right now, it's not going to be a good idea. Okay, we're going to go in then. Whenever they get here. Wherever he gets here. Is he getting there? Did he get there? Good. Okay, inside. I have loose threat on that one there. We said this time that we were going to go inside. That was the plan. So we're going inside here. It's a little toxic, but we have double DK grip. So here we go. Big lust. Big lust, big lust, big lust. ISI actually right away. Focusing, focusing, focusing. Pretty rough to do this, to be honest with you. This is easily the hardest pull of the entire dungeon. I have to keep myself very full health on top of everything else. We're going to go use this boundary next. I get my kick. I bark skin. I go here. I'm here. Not a bad corner if they want to line of sight this first smash. Perfect. Nice. Excellent positioning, I think. We got to move out now. Running away. Big movement, big movement. I just have to trust our defensives. Don't let that cast go off. Okay, timer is healthy. Timer's healthy. Timer's healthy. We got to live one more. We have to live one more. And I think we can line of sight, but I don't have to pull boss now. So I'm going to go tank it over here. And the reason that I'm tanking it here is because if anybody wants to, they can line of sight this next set. Yeah, it's still a good spot. Okay, rough spot now. Okay, that line of sight's perfect. Good. Oof. Heal, heal, heal. Live. One more set, then I can pull boss. It's just one more set. Live this, live this, live this, live this. Holy fuck, good job. No pull boss yet. Boss does an AoE right when you hit him. Good. Boss is pulled in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, timer is Omega. We cannot lose to timer right now. I can lose to me getting hit by this, but that's fine. Okay, let's pull it back. Let's pull it back. Ooh, that smash is going to go off. It's okay. Just one smash. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Sketchy as fuck. Hold up. All right, locked in. Locked in. It's ours to lose. I'm going to get this tank blast. That's fair. That's what happens here. Okay, I put that in the back. Nice. Little Feral Frenzy action as we get sucked in. Perfect. Don't get hit. No deaths. No deaths. Clean. Double DK Presevoker run at the moment. But I also can die to this boss. I used everything to live before, so I'm just going to go here. We're going to try to put them in the back. Careful. No extra damage. Yep, don't get hit. I take this blast. I'm okay. The blast actually can kill you if you take any extra damage as a tank here. Cool. I want to be in this corner right now. This is the moment. This is our moment. And I'm going to Sundering Roar. Nope, there's one. There's one death. I'm going to go put this over here. Watch if you take that res. I go stack these up here. And then I'm going to roar out. And then there's a puddle underneath the boss now. We move. We move. We move. These are going to go away after the next second. So this is a tough spot. Please don't die. Please don't die. Everybody pay attention. They're going to go away like right now. It's there. This is the last one. Just live this and we're pretty much home safe. Oh, thank God. Okay. I like to try to position all the first orbs in the center of that room because now it's an easy fight. Once these go away at 1:30 in the fight. So if we just do this and then I position now, all of them are going to be over here on the right side and then we're going to go left. So if everybody kind of plays toward the right side, then this fight is not that hard, I think. But we are playing double melee, so they're going to lose some damage as we have to be moving. It's not the end of the world. We have plenty of time, so all we need to do is live. Yep, this is it. There we go. There we go. This would be so cool, actually, to time this key with a Presovoker, too. Proving that meta is a myth. Because 21 Alcathar, I feel like this is a pretty coveted key. He's arguably one of the harder keys, although not the hardest, I think, right? I think Skyreach is still harder than this. I would rather tank this than Skyreach, at least. Okay, perfect positioning there. To be fair, yes, I know. It's not just any Presovoker. It's the Presovoker. I get it. But still, he is making it work. It is a Presovoker, to say the least. Okay, so we're going to go here. Feral Frenzy the boss. Timer is, like, super healthy as well. It wouldn't be quite healthy enough for a 22, but it's looking pretty decent. Okay, so I know that if I take this circle here, the next Astral Blast will spawn an orb. So I'm going to go pull the boss this way, and then I just do this on myself, and then I go back. Okay, we got to move. We got to dodge and move. Dodge and move. Holy shit, me as well. Me as well. This whole area is open now, so we go back here. I should have moved actually a global, like one earlier would have been even better there. I could have done this even better. Okay, I'm gonna spawn one here. That's a little bit of a rough spot. I wish I could have spawned that earlier, but the boss is basically dead, so we just gotta lock in for like a second longer. We're almost there. Home stretch. Home stretch. 2 minutes on the timer, but don't ever stop focusing. No, we lock in. I have lost this key too many times to just relaxing here and then dying all of a sudden. I refuse to not lock in at this exact moment in time. Because we're going to win. I refuse to not lock in. I refuse. It's still not over. It's still not over. It's almost over. Okay, it's over. GG's. GG's. That key feels very rewarding. Nice. With a Presovoker. Presovoker meta. Nice job, GG's. 21 Algathar timed. 21 Algathar. Good job. My damage was pretty poor, that key. They killed all my pad. I couldn't do damage. They killed all my pad. Every time I popped Incarnate big cooldowns, they just killed all the pad. We had too much AoE damage. Seriously, though, Presovoker does a lot of damage, yeah. Presovoker kind of blasts. They do a lot of damage. That's like enough damage for what it is worth to actually warrant playing them. Like, without an offensive group buff, they need to do this much damage. But the craziest thing was the single target. Even as he's healing, like 45k on Croth is a lot of damage. Yeah, I know, but not just overall, but look at the single target. Kig is a blaster. Hopefully I was easy to heal, Kig. I was easy to heal, Kig. This he scares me. He scares me. Mistweaver single target, yeah. So he's doing big damage on the burn, although I can see what else, like on Veximus, for example. Veximus, there was a few extra targets at the beginning, so more like 30k. And then like last boss, he's just obviously healing that fight. We did good. What's up, Harry Nelson? Hello. All right, I'm back to focusing. Nice job. All right, cool. 21 Algathar timed. Now we need 21 Skyreach. 21... What did you get from that? Let me re-roll my key and see what happens as well. Oh, enjoy your day. Thank you, Rom. Thank you. Same for me. I need Nexus Seat Sky. What did I get from this? I got a 21 Pit, so we already have that. I don't know if we have any of those. All of those keys except Skyreach, I would feel a lot more confident in. I also kind of want to get a milkshake. You have a 21 seat? Oof, okay. 21 seat, huh? I just clicked to open. Nope. It's okay. I'll get them next expansion, Mats. Yeah. I'll get those items next expansion. It's all good. No problem. I could use a milkshake today. I feel like it's milkshake territory for what it's worth. Yep. I do, yeah. This would be my route. Is there a way for us to skip Destroyer? With this comp, can we skip Destroyer? Out of curiosity? Milkshakes are always peak. By the way, if you want to support stream, a very free way to do this, if you are interested in supporting stream and you are a PC user, this is a pretty easy way. If you've never tried Opera GX before, I am sponsored by them. The sponsorship lasts for another 9 days, and it is helpful if you so desire. You can use this link right here. It's a completely free download. It's actually a cool gaming browser, and on top of that, it makes me a little bit of money if you so desire. There have been, let's see, we can see here on stream when I put the little counter on, there have been 49 people who have signed up. If we can get that number closer to 100, it will be very nice for me. If it's possible to get it to 100, it will make a pretty big difference. Also, Torizi donated bits earlier, which means I need to add 100 to this counter. I believe that is also something I must do. We owe some squats. Got to keep me moving throughout the day. Thank you, BZ. It helps. Got inspired to try tanking from seeing your build. I grinded out Mage Tower for Werebear. It took you 2 hours. I wonder. Chemo, I think if you already use it, I don't know if it counts. I don't think so. But no problem. I appreciate you offering. That's a very nice offer. What's up, Mackie Whale Boy? I just learned yogurt and milkshakes are a bad trigger for psoriasis. Fair enough. I am grateful that I have learned how to have milk. So do I wild charge to skip this, by the way? We're doing a 21 Seed of the Triumvirate now. The question is, do I wild charge and you rescue mount, basically, for the skip? I've never done that, but I feel like it wouldn't be that hard, right? I just wild charge. 3-seater mount plus shift plus rescue. Oh, he can shift. I don't need to wild charge up. I see. So the Demon Hunter can shift. I see. Double key time everyone 21 together. We timed 21 Alcathar just now with a minute and 20 seconds left on the timer. How do you do? So yeah, they're doing good. He rescues the Demon Hunter shifts. Okay, if Demon Hunter can shift up, that's fine. What's up, Poons? There are any tips for the double pack after the first boss in Skyreach? Yeah. So here's what happens. Are you ready? I'm not even kidding about this. I'm genuinely, this is the thing. What do you think I should, dude, try not to pay too much attention to it, Shizzed. It's unfortunate that people will yell at you for not doing a route. You don't need to do this route in 17. You can absolutely, in 17, I would not dream of doing the skip. In 17 Alcathar, I would 100% just change this. You pull only like this. You go 12 is right here. You pull these 3, you do this, and you just split this pull and you add these 2 Ravagers. It's super easy. You won't mess the skip up. You also can't, yeah. Basically, it's not a good idea to quad Echo Knight if you are not extremely confident in this pull. So I would gladly do this. This is a great idea. I would split this even further. I would go like 7 basically just like this. I meant to update all my routes, by the way, in Discord, but I will update them for push key with that in mind. Yeah, no. That's exactly what you should do. It is not a good idea to try advanced routing. Exactly. It is exactly right, TH. It's a difficult thing to bridge. A lot of people at that key level think that you need to go crazy big, and it's not worth it. Like, you will brick more keys than you help like this. It's genuinely speaking not worth it. Build and routes linked here. Here, let me go pin this right here, by the way. I'm just glad I can read YouTube comments today. Finally, I'm really happy about that. I feel bad, man. There are so many people who like to hang out on YouTube but don't actually get to hang out on, like, the mainstream, and I've always had to ignore the comments, basically. Hi, Mackie. But today I can see you. If you're a YouTube person, I can see you today. You are seen. You are heard. I can actually see you today. Oh, hey, can anybody confirm one thing for me, by the way? Out of curiosity. If anybody has not joined the Discord and you attempt to join the Discord, this is a genuine question. Can you verify and does it work? Because I got a lot of messages yesterday saying that the verify was broken for a second. If you are okay, let me just ask you a favor, basically. If you've never joined Discord and you try to join the Discord and you hit the verify, can you see the channel? Because it seemed to have broken for a second, and I would just love to clarify if at all possible. McGilman said he played with you at the end of last season, so naturally I'm jealous. It's weird, Mackie, that people have a desire. It's weird that people know me now. You know, I haven't been streaming for that long. Like, I haven't been streaming for that long. Cheer 1000. Yo, thank you, Terizi. started using Opera GX because of you and loving it. It's actually a good browser, right? Even if they didn't sponsor me, I'd still use it. I like it for uploading. It saves like thumbnails and makes it really easy to upload stuff. Thank you. I joined the work street. Thank you, Matt. I just needed to confirm that. It was broken for a second. I think I fixed it. Okay, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. I just wanted to confirm that. Thank you, Terezi. All right, let me do some squats, and let me share with them my seat of the triumvirate route. So if we can take this and we can skip this, then what we do here is, the question is, do you need to skip this pack on 21? That is a good question. So what you would do here is you would basically... Do you triple this with this comp? Let me ask them, basically. Let me ask them what their thought process is on tripling this area. Because what you do is you add and pull 9, you just add this together, and it's a little bit over count, but it's not the end of the world. So, for example, you could do it like this. This is the idea behind this route. It's not working for you, Harris. Then I saw the verify grayed out, and click the nothing happened. Okay, so it is, something is wrong. So something is wrong with the verify. I don't know what it is. Interesting. Okay, so some people aren't able to get through with the verify. I can click it. Let's see. What if I add a different reaction to it? What if you try the muscle react? I've added another reaction to it. Would that work? I don't want to have to redo it. It would be good to keep it there. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. So is it... So that the other react is also not happening. Interesting. Do you mind playing with Frost Mages at the moment? Oh, hi, Slavia. Frost Mages... Listen. Their mage is tough. That honestly, mages in a rough spot right now. That's what I have to say about it. Can you play them? Yeah, but they're in a tough spot for sure. Yeah. Yes. Okay, let me do some squats. Terezi, thank you for the 1,000 bits. I appreciate that. Bits, great way to support stream. Much appreciated. Oh, shit. Bro, I'm sweating. Oh, I should put on deodorant. All right. Here we go. That's how you know they're down bad. To be fair, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be honest with you. And I mean, listen, man. They're clicking on verify non the checkbox underneath. I'm pretty sure. Why do you always... Me, Cambria? I always play a broken... Me? What? Me? I play a broken spec? Me? What? Cambria. I am not. I am the last meta reroller. Me? What are you talking about? What are you referencing here? Me? I used to main Presevoker. I played Guardian Druid this season before it was buffed, not after it was buffed. What? Me? Oh, me? What? All right, make coffee. Let's see. I feel like the timer here will be easy. So he does want to add this. I don't like adding this pack right there. I prefer just doing this, personally speaking, but it's okay. One. Ooh, knee feels a little... I'm getting older. Oof. Okay, so if you click on both of those reacts, like the little check mark underneath, you still can't see anything. So the verify isn't working for some people, but I don't really know why. Okay, I will try to fix it. I will do my best to fix it. Let me just get some movement in before we do a 21 seed of the triumvirate. If there was ever a key that I would basically evaporate, it would be this one. I don't like seed. Skyreach is the hardest to tank. This dungeon just sucks. Honestly, this dungeon just fucking sucks. I don't know why they brought this back. To be honest with you, I don't think this was a good choice to bring back. Nexus I like. Nexus is fine. Nexus you can outplay. This dungeon just sucks. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I forgot to move the camera, so I apologize if I'm accidentally having a crotch cam. 39, 40, I'll do 50. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay. I like Caverns. Caverns is good. Caverns is a fun dungeon, in my opinion. It's got a lot of route variation. I like Caverns. Okay, so let me see what he's got going on here. Ooh, he wants to add this pull here. Interesting. What's up, Obley? Oh, hi, Obley. How's it going? All right, pull 6 is scary. Let's see. Pull 6 is scary for me. Let me see. If we do this pull 6, it's scary for me, to be honest with you. Is that the Green Ranger outfit? What? What do you mean? It's the Deeps outfit? Bro, no spoilers, but did anybody finish The Boys? Do we need it for time? I like not pulling this pack with the thing, to be honest with you. Hope you're doing good. Did you see the finale of The Boys? Not yet. I don't want to tell you anything. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say nothing. I want to say nothing. Yes, Che says yes. I know it. Didn't bother watching the finale, but you watched the whole show and not the finale? He's got the look. You got gills under that shirt. You'll never know. Not YouTube's fault. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. I'm just Game of Thrones. They Game of Thrones that muted. I got muted? Where? You muted. Looks like the Deep even. I do like octopus, just not in my bedroom. I live in Asia, so I have nothing against a good, shiny, sort of silky octopus. It's really nice when you have like a group to share it instead of just sort of enjoying it on your own. You know what I mean? All right, let me just check something in that last key, by the way. Overall here for this, how much did a Loon's Favorite actually do? 8%? It serves up to like 3 at a time, Groovy. The subjugators will get erased, I promise. Let me see this route. Okay. So, first pull, he wants to triple subjugator? Wait. What? In a 21? Ooh, triple. Whoa, I just saw the route. Hold up. Let me identify what's happening here. You want to triple? It works? Triple in a 21? Holy. Okay. I mean, that's one way to do it. This is not, you're not going to pull this subjugator without cooldown on boss, right? Like, this is a chain. This is a chain. Pull 2 is a chain, right? That's fucking diabolical. No. This is 2 is a chain. All right, okay. So we could triple subjugator. All right, that's fine. I'll live the first pull. Maybe, well, okay. If I die, it's because I hate Seat. Just to clarify. Without Pally Freedom, we have double DK, so they can AMS. Very first pull, if I have to triple, am I going to get quadruple charged or only double? Double charge, I live. Quadruple charge, I SI, I suppose. Okay, so I do this first, and then we're going to go kill this subjugator, and then we pull this with boss. That's fine. Pull 3 is standard. Yeah, and then pull 4 is here. That's fine. Pull 5. So he wants to... Yeah, this is all pretty normal. Pull 6 is... You want me to play an Adept plus Champions on this Rift Warden? Oh, fuck. Really? Do I have to? Do I have to play this? I guess that's one way to do it. All right. I tell you what. I'll try this route. And if I die, that's because this pull will kill me. For many reasons. I'll try to have Incarn there. It's a fast route. I'll tell you this. It's wait, what the fuck is pull 9? Wait. Hold up. Nah, T-Muck, don't say that here. Wait. What is pull 9? What? Wait. I'm looking at this route. Are you sure? Are you sure? Pull 9 is... I mean, okay, so I guess... No, I guess you could do pull 9. These are the casters. They're not Void Walkers. They're not the Void Walkers. They're just the casters, so... They're not Conjurers. No. 9 is fine. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought 9 was pulling this pack. That's actually okay. 9 is fine. You just have to get 4 kicks. That's not a problem. That's fine. You double grip 9, and then you're fine. 10 is here, and then you got to go up here. I don't know if it's inefficient. I think this is more efficient. It's definitely faster than how I would route this. I route this with an extra pull just to save time, though. I want to put the key in the hole. Okay. Put key in hole. All right, put key in hole. That's fine. There's just we're gonna put the key in the hole, and basically we're gonna just keep going until I see the checkered flag, and / or meet the afterlife. Great quote. All right, let's do it. I mean, all we can do is give it our best shot and just see how it works. All I can tell you also, though, is I really wish I had a defensive trinket. So it's a triple pull to... Okay, so we're going to do all the Guardian Druid tech. Number 1 is we're going to start with 25 Rage like this. We have this going, and then I'm going to Starfall into the Roar, into the immediate Bark Skin, into tagging this, and then we got to go here, and then I've got to tag this. I'm going to wait to see if I get triple charge, and then I've got to pull this in here. And then I'm going to go here. Let's see if this pull actually works. I am sort of curious to know if this is going to work or not. Incarn is still up. Oh, never mind. What the hell happened there? I just missed my second Incarn. I missed it for a second. I'm sorry. My bad. I missed the button. I think I missed the second Incarn by like 2 seconds. I was greeting it too much. My bad. My bad. Hold up. I missed... second Incarn by 0.5 seconds. No problem. I did get sent to the Shadow Realm, but for the wrong reason there. I felt like my game was super slow for some reason. No, we're not going to butt pull in a 21 with this comp. There were some good moments of the finale here. No, that was on me. That's on me. I just woofed the button. Only 2 minutes? You get CDR on it, Danzerb. So the more buttons you press, the more CDR you get. That was completely my fault. I mistimed something. I was trying to greed the second Incarn. I should have just sent it on that global. Nope. All good. I got it. All good. I was experimenting with something. It didn't work. I tried to experiment. I did not work. You get cooldown reduction from this talent called Urslok's Guidance. Okay. Take 2. Put key in hole right here. Bam. That was on me. Now we just got to do better. That's as simple as that. We just do better now. Right? Yeah, we got this now. So we're going to go here. We go pre-Starfall for the initial aggro on this. And then I hit Thrash here. I feel like I have to SI just to settle here, because I'm going to get triple charged. And then I want to target the caster. I'm going to go one more here. Boom. Then I'm positioning here. I don't want to go in for that kick because I will actually turn my back to these mobs and I'll be in danger. Otherwise, we're fine. Watch the puddles on the ground. Sundering Roar here. I should have Sundering Roared a second earlier there. It is no problem. Okay, so you see, it was fine. I just missed the button the first time. Okay, actually, Triple Subjugator kind of worked. I honestly thought that might be a little bit more sketch. That was kind of chill, although I cannot chain with all these champions alive. So that was fine. Surprisingly, I'm kind of surprised that that worked like super good. That was decidedly kind of easy, actually. Is Triple Subjugator the meta strat? Is that actually what it is? I'm going to taunt that and then War Stomp it because I need a second for threat. Okay, here I have to watch out. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't bad for me once I just got the... I just missed the first... Sometimes as a tank player, it can look like things are impossible, but the difference of just 0.5 seconds on a cooldown actually makes or breaks the entire pull. And it's like, although it can seem like it's impossible, it actually wasn't impossible. I just missed a button by 0.5 seconds. That's part of the pressure of tanking. You're not allowed to mess up your timings. That's it. That's actually what it is. What's up? Hi. Yeah, Vot's been having some troubles recently. You know, after the season finale, Sir Barrick, I kind of needed to find other employment, so I started streaming. At this point, I just lean into it. So many people say I look like the D. I still don't really see it, to be honest with you, but enough people have said it that I've just started to adopt. I play along with it now. Okay, so we pull this. I pull boss now. There's going to be a tank hit right away, so I make sure that I mangle on this boss and pretty much this boss alone. We didn't actually talk about whether or not we were going to CC the ads, but I'm assuming on 21 that you kind of have to. We see it, and that's what matters. Fair enough. Okay, doing here. Yeah, I mean, it's a compliment, 100%. I mean, being compared to Chase Crawford is absolutely a compliment. Yeah, no, of course. 100%. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a giga compliment. I accept this compliment. I do. Okay, so we bark here. I have to make sure I don't get charged by the champions, but actually move the boss accordingly. Good timing. Hey, Shell Shock, thank you for the Prime sub. I'm going to Vortex them out like this. They're a Vortex, don't worry. Whoops. Ooh. Was that a one-tap? I'm going to SI myself 1 second. I'm going to go here. And then we're going to pull the boss out this way. Back toward this area. What's up, Zezo? Hi, Zezo. I'm going to go pull these now before they get out of range of me. I'm going to in-cap them as they walk in to give myself an extra second for this thrash. And then I'm here. And then we got to keep moving away from those ads. I have no idea if the plan is to kill them or not to kill them, to be honest with you. It is possible that this would be hard here, though. Do I think that AA is timeable? Hold up. Make sure I don't die first. I'm trying to use all my utility as well. Do we have a stun for this? Oh, no. Holy fuck. Okay, Prez Evoker knockback. Solid. Hold up 1 second. I actually, my tank positioning is going to be so important here if we're not actually killing these that I need to be more present, okay? I need to be hyper aware of everything that's happening this key. If I mess up, then it's GG's, so let me just move this way and then probably Vortex them there, actually. There's no more Void Claw. It's going to be here now. Then they're all going to get grouped in. Perfect. This Decimate is going to go this way. I'm going to go Typhoon them away while the boss is here. I'm going to go plant in this corner. We're going like this. I see a hype train incoming. Thank you guys for the support, but I must also focus. Yeah, the ads are... We don't have a monk or anything, so where am I going here? Okay, this side, probably need to send SI or just have a good plan for this tank hit right here. I got it. Perfect. Do you care about collecting achievements? Nah, I'm really not an achievement person, to be honest with you. Bro, this is so... I hate this boss. This boss sucks. This is actually toxic. I mean, it works that we're doing it, but this is not fun right now. Please spawn good. Please spawn good. This has got to be one of the more toxic ways of doing this fight. Holy fuck. That is toxic. I mean, we did it, but well, at what cost? That at what we won, but that at what cost to our sanity did we win that poll? yeah, sorry. I gotta try to figure out a better timing of how to pull them. Yeah. High cortisol tactic, pretty much. All right, we're gonna go in here. I'm not gonna die immediately to this gather. I'll incarn early in case I get blood. I also just hate this dungeon, to be fair. It's not hard. I wouldn't call it hard. It's not the fact... So sometimes it's not whether it's hard or not. It's just whether it's stressful. Like the way that we just did that fight, I wouldn't describe it as being particularly... It's not hard. It's just stressful. Because at every moment, you're actually depending on people to help you. There is only so much I can do as a tank. And I suppose I'm just psychologically scarred from playing in pugs where... As a pug tank, You can't rely on anyone to help you at basically any point. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, if there is a way to do something, but it involves my team actually making a difference with how I need them to help me, then then I don't trust. I have a lack of trust because I'm so used to them not doing well. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, that to me is the problem. I'm going to SI right on this pull. I need to get my resources up, and I still might die, by the way, even through this. There you go. And so it's like that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, because I am not used to people actually using their utility or understanding how to kite that, I would, for example, just not want to do that strategy in the future. I really want to save my SI, but I really don't want to die on this pull because I know what pull he's asking me to do next. And to be honest with you, the next pull, I'm actually curious to know how it feels to tank this next pull because I could see myself just dying. The next pull is going to be really difficult here. This pull is fine. I actually did take a charge there because I moved too fast. That's fine. Oh, no. Oh, the TD killed me. Oh. I had bark up. Ooh. Ooh. The TD killed me. I was like, definitely had a plan. I was like, I'm not going to die with bark. The route, though. What are we... The route is the next thing. Isn't the next pull still the subjugator? Did we... Let me check. Oh, it was supposed to be pull 4. Oh, I desequenced. My bad. New route. I was thinking about pull 6. So we want to go 3, then I have to hold incarn here, 4, and then here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, my bad. I misunderstood the new route. My bad. I went to the wrong pack. It's on me, actually. Oof, this dungeon does not pass the vibe check. I agree with you, by the way. Yeah. That's on me. My bad. Okay, we gotta do it again. It seems like I can live not too bad. We should do a dungeon tier list for this season. We could do one soon. That's fine. Yeah. That's fine. That's my bad. It's my bad. So then we have to go pull 5, and then we go from pull 5 to pull 6. So I need incarn on pull 6. Pull 6 is the one I'm actually worried about. I don't think I'll die anywhere else, but pull 6 will kill me. This is the one that I'm just... To do Rift Warden on Umbrafins on top of the champions is hard. Not impossible, just hard, to say the least. This is the hardest dungeon this season for me. I think that for me as a tank, this is the not hardest dungeon. Yeah. I would say Skyreach is the hardest tank dungeon just because there's only so much you can do to outplay Skyreach. You know what I mean? Like, Skyreach is just, ow. This dungeon is acceptable. Like, you can kind of outplay this dungeon a little bit. Well, okay, if I had to rank it, both this and Skyreach suck, actually. I take it back. Both of them suck. Ready? Pre-Starfall, bark early, thrash this, position perfectly. Don't miss a single global. SI on this gather just in case, because I need it. I go 1 frenzied regen, I go 2 like this, and then I go thrash into incarn, into thrash again, into the sundering roar, and then we're here. Thank you for the hype train. I say thank you because that's a polite thing to do, and then we're going to focus this, and then I'm going to live. I'm going to dodge all these puddles while also not making sure I go any more than 3 toes from the champions so that they don't insta-clap me, and then I'm going to go here. Yeah, it's speed. So one of the things about tanking that a lot of people it's tough for people to learn is that actually going faster is safer. When you gather, you have to commit to speed. On a monk, the way that you do that pull is actually by using and committing hard rolls and stuff like this. Like, you have to use, sometimes you want to save Tiger's Lust for that mechanic, but what you don't want to do is go slow. You can't take your time gathering something like that. You actually have to go extremely fast because otherwise you'll overlap things. So you have your Ox, you have your Fort Brew, but you don't want to have to press both of those buttons at once. You want to be able to split them, basically. Okay, so I'm going to pay a little bit of attention here on this next overlap. I need Lunar Beam up. and a little bit of a stun to give me some grace. There we go, and I'll have Sundering as a little extra pseudo-defensive. I'll Bark Skin here, and then we'll be okay. I want to hold the SI in case I need it on the boss. And then we're going to go here, though. When should you switch? I'm experimenting today. You know, the truth is, at the moment, we have so much damage for these 21s. I don't think damage will matter. Like, my greeting, my tank damage at least, won't matter, I don't think, until 22. I think that's when I have to really start making considerations for my damage personally, Nandus. And so I dropped Brambles today. I'm just on the Brambles train, basically. I've decided that I would drop Brambles as a way to get both the Loon's Favored and Warding today. That was my decision. That's how I'm basically accessing both of those talents at this current moment in time. Okay, so we don't want to pull this on the overlap. We want Permafunnel, but not far enough away that the champions will slam me. So we go here, Insta-Thrash for aggro, and then I'm going to need to run, but I can't run too much while the champions are still alive, because then I'll die. Because this mechanic is probably one of the shittiest mechanics they've ever designed as a tank player. Like, my nature is to be moving and directing the team, right? But I have to be moving so pitifully, annoyingly when these champions are still in the pool. So I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay, so I have to SI now, and then I burn the SI here because I wanted to Typhoon the other mobs away from me, and then I'm going to go like this to make sure I live, and then I'm fine. But it's really frustrating. I do not like the way the champions are coded. I feel like if the champions didn't exist this dungeon, to be honest with you, it would just straight up be a better tanking experience. Okay, I'm going to go over here. I need to pull the extra funnel. I'm going to go Typhoon those out so I can move through, and then we're going to go this way. The team is kind of aware of where we're going here. I've got 3 Iron Fur, so I won't die to this Void Slash. Perfect. And then we're like this, and then we're fine, though. You think Battle Axes are worse? I don't know about that. I would rather tank Battle Axes you can outrange. The thing is that you always can kite Battle Axes. You literally can't do anything against these champions. We're going to go around this corner here. Careful, careful, me. That's a little tight with those guys. Little tight. Okay, perfect. And now we're pretty much good. I've got the funnel that I need. We're very ahead on the timer here. I can Lil Feral Frenzy. I'm going to Vortex this one. That's where I go help them here. The Vortex. We don't want to kill any of these ads, so they're going to get Vortex back. No problem. And then I'm the only one that has like an actual, like basically me and Kig. I can knock. I think we go to this corner on this, and then we're going to kind of group them all in. I'm going to roar. That was a good grip on the ad there. And then we're like this. I don't think Battle Axes are that bad, to be honest with you. Oh, shit. I almost messed up that slash. That was close. That was really close. I was not paying attention here. So I'm just going to Typhoon them away like this. Perfect. Okay. And then we keep going. There's going to be another tank hit here. Make sure I have double Iron Fur. It's a physical hit plus a Frenzied Regen ticking on myself. I won't die. It will tick me down a lot, but you don't die if you have 2 Iron Fur plus Frenzied Regen. I missed the other one. Okay, then we just keep running, basically, and you just never stop running, and you just keep running, because that's how you do this fight. I don't know if I hate the design of this fight. Oh, yeah, we got it with, like, minutes left, Sam. It was almost pacing for 22. We did get it, for sure. We just had to do it again. We had, like, a little whoopsie on the first pull after, and then we did it one more time, and we were chilling. The thing is that they want me to do a route here, Sam, that I am scared about. Like this next pull, like, all these pulls are fine. It's the pull 6 they want me to do an Adept. The idea behind the route here, beautiful gather. Incarn early and often here. I'm going to lose a tiny bit of damage incarning early, but I need it to live, so it's okay. Is when your AUG gets knocked up. Yeah, that's also a fun. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of how the champions are coded in this dungeon. It just goes against my tank instincts, basically. You're a bear, you're invincible. I am certainly not invincible to the champion charges in a 21 Seat of the Triumvirate. I, in fact, can guarantee you that I am not invincible against them. I'm like invincible in season 1, where he's just basically a punching bag. I'm invincible at the beginning of season 1. I am certainly not invincible. I am incredibly, in fact, some would say that I'm incredibly mortal against them, which would be an understatement. So when these guys come in, they bite me. I've got Bark Skin up, plus good aggro with natural resilience. Perfect. This pack also is a little scary because I can't basically commit the SI. On the chain overlap, I can hit the Frenzied, but then past this point, I'm going to need a little bit of healing from Kig, basically. I'm going to flash my macro so he knows, because I cannot send cooldown, so I actually need him to watch me this pull. I have a macro for this. I won't get one tap, but I just need him to keep me kind of alive. It's an unfortunate reality for this pull. I can hit Barkskin here on the chain overlap, but I cannot commit the SI. You can't verify. So Discord is having some problems. I don't actually know why it's never had this issue. A few people have told me, for what it is worth, that they cannot verify on the Discord right now. I will do my best to fix it. If you're looking for something in particular, at the very least, just message me. It seems like half the people can totally do it and half the people absolutely cannot verify. I don't know exactly why. Okay, so natural resilience. We get a well-honed instincts proc there. We finish this up. Can we do pull 6? Pull 6 first. Can we do pull 6 first and then after? I have my full set of cooldowns right now. It'd be better for me to do this pull. We're going to go this way. I need my full set of cooldowns here, so we're going to go this way, okay? And it's a perfect pat. Okay. We are flying on the timer, so it's okay to backtrack for like 2 seconds. Let me make sure I don't get charged right on the gather. I did get charged right on the gather. It's okay. I pull the Umber Fins in now. I can ignore the charge back half the time, just not all the time. With my ping, if I'm really, really good about my movement here, I want to get charge back this direction. It's actually kind of fine as long as I go into it with Bark plus SI plus everything. I think I live this pull. Man, this is a scary pull, though. This is a fucking scary pull. I'm going to have to SI the next set if I get bled. Okay, he gives me an external. Maybe I get by with just that. Nope, that's an SI. 100%. 100%. 2 charges is SI. I know it's incredibly good percentage, but goddamn is it scary. Like, if I walk into it with full cooldowns, I suppose that's doable, but goddamn, it's, like, terrifying. Like, I cannot describe to you how actually terrifying that pull is for a tank. Yeah, I think I should... But the thing with Skull Bash is, like, it occasionally gets ping diffed. Wild Charge seems to work better for me when I need to actually time things perfectly. Okay, we're going this way now. Yeah, I don't know. I think that the way that all of that is coded is really annoying. I SI to gather this pull because it just hurts that bad. I have learned... This is the experience of a tank. It's like I learned over time that I need SI right on this grouping. It's better to send it early on this pull than wait. Now, the other problem here is that I have Bark for the first few set of movements. I'm going to overlap this SI real quick. I go Thrash, Sunder, Thrash here, and then I go here, and then I Frenzied Regen myself. And I don't get hit by any of these puddles. I abuse the fact that I'm a Guardian Druid and can get hit from behind. War Stomp there. I really, really, really don't want to pop this SI. I extremely do not want to. I can pop the Bark. I will not pop SI. No, that would have been such a troll SI. We are skipping Destroyer, so after this, we need the left pack here. We're playing this now, right? In the route? Wait. Fucking shit. It's a new route. Nope, we're not playing it. Never mind. This way. Onwards and upwards. Holy shit. I almost pulled something we didn't need to pull. Hold up. No, you're not. It's fine. It's fine. I'm checking the route mid-pull. It's fine. I've got this. I've got this. I got this. Honda, I'm fine. We're all good. We're all good. Yep, now we hold W. We kind of got through most of the hard stuff, so now we basically fight this with here. SI is Survival Instincts. It is your most powerful ability as a Guardian Druid. However, it is a long cooldown, so you have to time it well, and you want to make sure that you don't overlap your major defensives as a Druid player. It's something that is quite important, and a lot of Druids don't understand this, where you're not supposed to send everything at the same time. So here you can overlap Lunar Beam always. Like Lunar Beam is never a hold button because it's actually a very short cooldown. But Survival Instincts you need to use outside of your Bark Skin if you want to be like Omega Tanky. I cannot charge back to this one actually. Okay, good pull. Great healing. We pull this back now. Make sure that our percentage is good. We got to kill the Rift Stalker. Do we want to pull the Adept into boss? Yeah, Survival Instincts is Giga Mitigation. Hundo is very... I don't know why I'm saying hundo % today. Do you guys ever get caught on a phrase like that? Boss? I can go boss. This isn't going to kill me if they want to. This guy doesn't scare me that much if I want to go boss here. I've just got to get aggro on that last one. Careful. I missed it with Thrash. I'm going to Bark Skin a little early here. He's going to knock me into the boss. I'm going to tag it with the Lunar Beam, and then we're good to go. Yeah, 6 seconds. Short, cool. It's got 2 charges, but effectively, there are different mentalities. A lot of tanks at mid-range of keys, when you ask... For example, when you ask a question in the Guardian Druid Discord, one of the things that they're going to identify is, hey, how many times did you press a cooldown? For me personally, though, I think it is better to hold for when I need it, comparatively to just sending on cooldown. Bark, you can kind of send on cooldown. Very few reasons to hold Bark or Lunar, but I absolutely will sit on SI so that I have it when I need it, because Mythic Plus doesn't work like you have constant damage. You have big ups and downs for your damage, right? And so I think that it's more important to have the mitigation when you need it compared to just always mitigating as much damage as you can. Does that make sense? I think a lot of tanks originally get that wrong, because oftentimes I've heard the advice in class discords that you should just always send everything on cooldown, and I don't agree with that. It's better to send versus not send. Like, it's better to have some mitigation. So here, for example, I can send the Bark Skin to help my team with the AoE, but the idea of Mythic Plus, right, is I don't need damage mit at every single moment. There are some packs that are way scarier for me than others. Yeah, it's not wise. There's also moments where it's like my healer has cooldowns. And I respect the advice for people who are not using their cooldowns at all. But I do think you have to be wary of just saying, always send. I'm going to soak this one. It's fine. I got that one, no problem. I could be soaking a few more of these too. Okay, our timer is super free right now. Did I get percentage? Oh, we should let Devourer kick, right? I'm sorry, I kicked that one. Let Devourer kick for the DPS increase. What am I doing? What am I doing here? I should let the Devourer kick, right? Because he gets doesn't he get a damage increase? It's a Demon Hunter thing. One of the new talents. Okay, I'm going to plant kind of in the middle here. I'll let my team move around me. I'm going to go get this one. He gets magic. Oh, it's a DR, not a damage increase. For some reason, I thought it was a damage increase. Okay, I hear some people outside, but I'm not going to get distracted. This is looking extremely strong right now. We're at 64%. Man, I wish that somebody could go back in the VOD and just confirm for me this is a route I have never done before. Are we supposed to be at 64%? Is that where we're supposed to be? Is that right? Because I kind of want to check. Also, hi, Nordenheim. I hope you had a nice stream yesterday. I'm just, don't judge me too harshly. 64.26. Excellent. We're exactly where we need to be. Easy. I did everything right. Yes. So if we lose this key, it's not my fault. Just kidding. Might be. Do you have your add-on list? Yeah, in Discord. Just do exclamation Discord. Need mana? Okay. No problem. He needs mana. All good. Let's let him drink out. Our timer is like pretty free right now, so not that worried. The last bleed goes off here. Perfect. Okay. Let him get mana real quick. Me blue. So how we drag this up? This is the funky pull, yeah. How do I... man. How do I tag this? This is such a weird pull. I'm sorry. Please don't aggro anything else. I've never done this pull. What? What happened? I missed whatever happened there. Wait, what happened? Is that... I've never done this pull. Wait, what killed him? I didn't actually even see. I was focused. I'm kicking that one. Saved? Question mark? I don't know. I didn't see either. Was it a frontal, actually? Because I was a little off. I didn't realize I had to tank it here. Here, let's go. The Riftstalker Bleed just owned him. Let's make sure we don't pull that extra Destroyer as it pats. Careful, careful. Careful. Yeah, no extra bleed here. We need that Destroyer into the next pull, right? Yeah. Okay. We're okay. We're okay. We missed the first kick. I see, because I was gathering. That makes some more sense. Make sure I have good threat here. Give him a second to settle, as well as myself. Should be okay. I think those two deaths, the timer is still really good right now. Very healthy. So I get on the mount, or I wild charge up after this. I haven't done the skip in the way that they're asking me to do the skip. I'm learning as I go. I gotta say, it's super... There's so much pressure on me as a tank to perform well. I know I'm tanking well in terms of the fact that like I don't need a lot of healing, and I'm doing a good job with my defensives, and I'm doing decent damage. Like I'm doing everything I gotta do. But doing a route on a plus 21 that I have never done before and learning on the fly is a certain level of pressure that I don't think I appreciate very much. Like, I gotta say, like, it's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really not like a fantastic... I'm not an enjoyer of how that feels because I don't want to let my team down. Like, I want to make sure I do everything proper, but I have no reps with this route. So it's a lot of pressure. It's just, yeah, like learning a route. I get that it's a really good route. Like, our timer is very fast. Okay. So either he mounts or I just wild charge. Can't I just wild charge to him? Am I... Okay, I'm on. And then he's going to rescue us up, right? Okay. There we go. Where's my exit button? We have cooldowns, yeah? Do we want to go here? We want to wait for a pad, or are we going to do it all together with cooldowns? Big cooldowns? Big cooldowns? Let's go. Why does he wants to triple this first? Are you sure? Okay, fine. I kind of figured it would be better to do this all together at once, but fair enough. Let's see if we miss a kick. This is also a hard pull. We have to do the corner pack after, though. They know that, right? Yeah, it's the Evoker skip. It's the way to do it without a Warlock. Okay, I don't want to move too much here. I'm going to trust my team not to get hit by too many things. But the problem is if you cool down this pull, I feel like you need to cool down the other pull, no? If we just live like right now, we'll probably be fine on the next. I'm going to get hit by one. That's fine. Yeah, this is such a... The next pack is so nasty if we have full cooldowns here, and then we're going to have to fight the boss after that, too. There's not a lot of good ways to pull it, though, if you're not skipping it. So careful, we can't pull the boss. Remember, this also triggers the boss, so we all have to be on the edge. Our timer is infinite. If we just live this next pack, and then we live the bosses too, the timer is literally infinite. Like you cannot lose the timer. Careful the knockback, careful the knockback. Okay, cooldowns? You want to wait? Or wait? I swear to God, we could wait. Do we want to wait for full cooldowns? This is a dangerous pack. 15. Okay. This is actually good play. I swear to God it's play. Don't worry, it's free. Okay. My healer says it's free. Don't worry. Okay. That my healer says no problem. My preservation... He just said it's free. What do you mean it's free? This is probably one of the hardest packs to heal of the entire dungeon pool. What do you mean my Preservoker is just... He's just that good, huh? He's just that good. It's free. Wait. This pack on a plus 21? He goes, it's free. All right, somebody clip it. Somebody clip this moment because we apparently He didn't even use his cooldowns. He said no stasis, no cooldowns required. I guess, you know what I've been missing? We just haven't played Preservation Evoker, apparently, because every other healer I've ever played with struggles on this pack, including myself. All right, Giga Timer. 12 minutes at this point, 21 C of the Triumvirate. We just got to live bosses. All right, you got full mana? Good. Let's go. It's free. he just called it free. I mean, it's actually wild. It's free. It does not, in my experience, I beg to differ. Okay, now here's the question. How is this, if we live the last two bosses, then we get this dungeon. Okay, good, kind of good RNG here. I always plan my cooldowns here in case a Mind Blast goes off. I don't take any extra damage. I can War Stomp if I need to, although I'm assuming my healer has a plan for the first one. So, no War Stomp here. We charge back immediately, and then I'm going to go kill this tentacle here. I'll do as much damage as I can to it because it does need to die. All right. The timer is very free. Do you think I Feral Frenzy, or I could do some tech with Heart of the Wild? I guess another thing for what it is worth is that we are playing, if you were ever going to spoil your healer, this would be the way to do it. You see the comp we're playing right now? Look how tanky. If we were, like I said, if there was ever something you wanted to do just to say, hey, healer, you've been through a lot, put the bottle down, it's going to be okay. It would be this comp. Double DK plus Devour is like, you couldn't come up with a tankier comp for what it is worth. All right, that is bad RNG. There are good tentacle RNGs, and then there's bad tentacle RNG, because this sucks. I'm going to go like this, and then go back into bear, and that little bit of healing with the survival instincts here might be able to save it. I'm going to go, I don't know if you saw that War Stomp there. That was terrible tentacle RNG. That was literally actually so bad. Okay, immediately res. That is just, what are you supposed to do about that? Wait, actually though, like what's the counterplay? What's the counterplay there? That was just the worst RNG I've ever seen on tentacles. That was the worst RNG I've ever seen on those. To be fair, that was really bad RNG. What happened? I think it's a hold angle as well. I think you just hold cooldowns for tentacle. Yeah, I think maybe one person needs to hold so they insta-die. I War Stomped one to try to stun it. Play Fluid Form? Dude, I don't know. Honestly, Seth, that's a good question. Why do so many Guardian? It's a bait talent, in my opinion. Ouch. All right. We got to do all of it again. No. I'm ordering a milkshake. I'm ordering a milkshake. It's milkshake fund. And the only thing that will make me feel better is a milkshake. Show the route. What would you take over Fluid Form? Fluid Form? What's the point of Fluid Form? What's the point of it? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why you would use it. No, because the only time you shift is for Heart of the Wild. Getting a single global worth of a rake is like, it's pretty. I mean, 1 to 2 globals every little bit is tough though. Oh yeah. Wait, the last 2 mobs on no loss of time, 3 minutes left? No, probably not. I think you need more time than that. I definitely think you need more time than that, in my opinion. Speed buff from talent. This is not just speed buff, it's also healing increase. And you have it all the time, Jonesy. Every single time you press Frenzied Regen, you get that benefit. So dropping that is... You can drop it if you need to, but it's tough to ask to do that. Like, that's big ask to drop that. With the third boss, we bricked the third boss. 'Twas a close one. Tentacle RNG. I actually feel like... What's the route? Actually, this route... I'll link this route in Discord if you want. I linked my other seat route that I use for 20 in Discord. This is kind of a newer route that I'm trying. It is certainly aggressive. It's triple chain. Ready. What is the right consume with the round icon? This one? Which one? This one? Which one? This one? This one. Augment Ruin. Also, buff regen shield or is it just raw healing? Raw healing. Did you know where to take the crafters across the water? I know now. I thought I had enough time. Okay, you Path of Frosted. That's fine. That was my bad on that. The few deaths that we had, I mean, our timer was very free. The few deaths we did have, though, that was me. I didn't realize I couldn't tag them. I thought I was in range. So we go here. Perfect setup. Bam. Thrash as I walk past. Survival instincts because I'm going to get Giga Blood. And then I'm here like this. And then I go Combat Potion. And then I go Frenzied Regen. And then I get my kick. And then I go here. And I go one more Thrash. Then I go here again. Then I go Sundering Roar. Then I go Thrash. There is min-max to this, okay? I don't know, man. Something that bothers me, by the way, and I gotta make a video about this soon. Why do people fucking hate Guardian? I think that people... Have you noticed this? Guardian, I know it's simple right now, but the rotation of Guardian is not that much different than how Brewmaster plays. I seriously, like, I was listening to the Potty C last night, and the dorky was just, you know, it's just like Moonfire, Thrash, Moonfire, Fire. I'm like, fucking just Keg Fire, Blackout Kick. That it's what like why are we hating so much? Like why the hate? What's the hate on Guardian Druid being simple? Is it simple? Absolutely. It's the only reason it's getting hate is not because it's simple. It's because it's powerful and it can ignore certain fundamentals of tanking. Now let me explain why. Brewmasters feel like the skill expression is so high, even though their rotation is literally 4 buttons with an off the GCD frenzied regen. Let me compare. Let's compare, okay? Because my Frenzied Regen takes a global and actually requires me to plan for it, whereas you have Purifying Brew, which is off the GCD and quite frequent, okay? Now, here's what happens with Brewmaster. You feel like you're a Giga Tank because gathering is kind of technical, because you have all this kind of niche utility, because you can do all sorts of other things. But for what it is worth, okay, this is the thing to understand. Guardian can just ignore the positional requirements of a tank. That is why people hate it so much. And that's why it gets such a bad reputation. But it's actually not justified. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's not fair that Guardian Druid has that reputation. Because it actually is the thing. Why is that? Because Guardian doesn't have to rely on dodge, parry, or any of the mechanics that require me to be facing the mobs. And so the positional requirements is what makes tanks feel like they have omega skill expression. I got double charged. It's okay. I'm going to be fine. 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 I hate these fucking guys. I hate this fucking mechanic. All right, I'm good now. Anyway, sorry. It's a reasonable crash out. You know it is. I know it is. Everybody knows it's a reasonable crash out. Fucking hate these champions, man. Champions, like some of the worst mobs ever designed in Mythic Plus. That is all. I'm going to be fine. That was planned. That was strategic. I knew I wasn't going to die there. I will Vortex this because I think they might get hit. All right, anyways. What was I saying? Right. The champions. Because I moved a pinky toe too far from them, and therefore the champions decided that it was my time to, well, let's just say they had planned a really nice eulogy for me, and they didn't want it to get wasted. It's an annoying mechanic. You can't move far enough. If you move too far from the champions, they will bleed you, and then you just die. I did save it, like I had the right cooldown usage there, but it's just scary, man. So, anyways, the rotation is actually identical. Like for example, Moonfire spam, right? I hear you. Moonfire spam. Yeah. You know what else you spam? You literally go Keg Fire, just like you go Thrash. Hold on, let me just do this boss right, okay? I wanna give this point, because it's a good point, okay? It's a really good point, and I think it's not talked about enough when it comes to hating on the Guardian Druid. I'm just also locked into tanking a 21 seat of the Triumvirate first boss, which is just a terrible boss, because we can't kill the ads because we've decided that it's not the right thing to do. And then I also moved the boss slightly in the wrong spot there, so hopefully everybody uses their CCs, because I was slightly distracted, and now all of a sudden I have to deal with this mechanic, which is okay, sorry. Crashing out. No crash out. Just good play. No crash out, just perma kiting. Just never ever stop moving. 0 crash out. Okay? So I'm going to stay in this corner. And then I've got big cooldown. I've got Barksian. And then I'm going to vortex them there. And that vortex will take care of this mechanic here. That was a good vortex. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I planned the vortex perfectly. And then I go here. And then I need to consider an SI, which I probably will do because the tank hit will kill me otherwise because I was kiting there for a second, though. And here we go, though. Well, I don't know that. How would I know that? Dorky's... I mean, like, Mistweaver is Omega fun right now, but it is... Mistweaver is fun because it has the perfect amounts of brain on and brain off at the same time. That's actually... So Mistweaver is super fun right now because it is... You get to turn off your brain for half the dungeon, and you get to turn on your brain for half the dungeon, and allows for you to get creative with your rotation and flex skill. I think Mistweaver is actually a really good one right now. It's X-Win Tools, the one that gives me the timer in the middle. It's X-Win Tools. All right. We go left here. Giga timer. So, Brewmaster, when you press your Incarn, your Ox window, which is even shorter cooldown than this, you're functionally immortal, not technically immortal. Just like when I press my Incarn here, I'm not actually immortal. I still have to play well. I still have to understand my rotation. And then my rotation is try to maximize just as many Breath of Fire casts as possible because my hero talent tree has an interaction where during my Ox window, the more Breath of Fires, the more Flurry Strikes. Flurry Strikes have an interaction where they heal me because they contribute to Vital Flame and also is how I do big damage. So Brewmaster, during their big Incarn window, goes Keg Fire, Keg Fire, Keg Fire, and then they use certain rotational cooldowns in order to ensure that they get as many kegs off as possible so that they get as many Breath of Fires off as possible. Is that sounding right? Any Brewmasters want to chime in? Because you get 9 Flurry Strikes per Breath of Fire, and so you're trying to maximize your Breath of Fire window, and therefore, the whole goal is during that window, you're going to be spamming as many Breath of Fires as possible. Correct? Am I wrong or am I right? Now, sometimes the right global is to weave in a blackout kick while you're doing this. But for the most part, you want to go Keg Fire, Keg Fire, Keg Fire if you're playing Shadow Pan. So that, I really don't want to use that SI here. Let's see if I can get through this pack without cooldowns, and then again, I might go the other pull first. Okay, now, Guardian Druid does this with Incarn. During Incarn, I want to get as many Thrashes as possible. So my rotation is Thrash 1 global, Thrash 1 global, Thrash 1 global. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but it's the same thing. That's exactly what I just said for Brewmaster, okay? That's the thing. It's Thrash something, Thrash something. And then what happens, okay, so hold on, let me just make sure I live this first, is that I have to weave in my Lunar Beam, which is a rotational cooldown, and I have to plan well. I cannot use any cooldowns here, but we're going to go to the other pull after this. Just watch me if you can, Kig, because I need to get through this with no cooldowns. I need everything going into next pull. So, for what it is worth, yeah, this is the thing. The rotation is basically the same. You have 4 buttons if you include Tiger Palm. I also have 4 buttons. Thrash, Moonfire, Frenzied Regen, and Lunar Beam. There are 4 GCDs that I have to manage as a Guardian Druid. Okay, let's go. We're doing this pull again. Where's the pat here? We're a little faster than last time. I'm going to need to go through here. Give me 1 moment. I need to grab this pat, which means I know I'm going to get blood. Fuck this pat. Please don't butt pull anything else. I have survival instincts. This is miserable. I get bled again, and then I need these Umbra Fins. What a rough pats. Holy fuck, please, 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 please. Alright, I'm locked in. No. I am so locked in right now. Perfect. I got it there. I got it. I can't actually comment. 1 second. This pack sucks. I know it's good, and I know the route. You have to do this to enable the route we're doing right now. But holy fuck, does this pack just suck. Okay, perfect. I did it. Okay. Holy hell. What a miserable experience. Fucking, holy shit. What a miserable pack in this dungeon for a tank to have to do. You're just sitting here for this whole time while you're taking this pack and you're just like, do I die? I don't know. I misplayed it a little bit at the start, but still, freaking ridiculous. Okay, we're good. I'm not going to complain too much because I could have played that better for sure. All right, I have my pre-starfall rolling. I'm going to open here, the fucking bleed, and then we're good to go. Hiya. Ooh. Also, why is he miserable? I didn't actually catch the original comments of why you thought he was considered miserable. I might have missed that, but I was curious about it. I feel like there's a lot of people in the WoW community who are genuinely miserable and like kind of tough to be around. And at this point, I've actually gotten to play with a bunch of these people. Dorky does not feel like one of them for me. Like, Dorky, every time I played with him, he was doing giga offline, basically 3 a.m. keys on his Mistweaver. So the dude's a gamer. Like, he likes WoW. He doesn't hate the game. I find people to be insufferable when they actually just hate the game. And they're kind of playing because they have to, because it's their job. That, I don't like that. But he clearly likes the game, because he was offline healing me in keys at like 2 a.m. his time. I don't know exactly where he's from. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, for what it is worth, he seems like somebody who is pretty cool to me. My healer said scared at start. Lucky for him. I don't need any healing here. I've got big cooldowns, though. Let's drag this Riftstalker back as he tries to run out. We also have DK grips. Certainly a scary pull. Man, people like Kig are just so good at healing, though. Like, I keep waiting for something to happen, and literally he just doesn't... He basically doesn't miss. I feel like I'm a good tank. I feel like in general, I don't die. There are some scary moments for sure, but, like, I feel like I'm a good tank where I'm pretty healthy. Like, I'm pretty easy to heal, as an example, and I don't stress my healer out that much, and I'm not like a... I hope that doing keys with me is not like a really rough experience that people despise. My goal as a tank player is always to think the way I measure success is not necessarily whether I get IO, because IO is also a heavily misunderstood concept for what it's worth. No, with this build, you don't mangle. Mangle is a DPS loss. If you want to mangle, technically speaking, you can, but it is a DPS loss. I will use it if I need extra rage gen for either more Iron Fur in a pull that requires it, or if I need a B-res. But that's basically it. So, like, first boss, actually, in this dungeon, because that tank hit is physical and also scary, I will use it there. Okay, I'm going to need to probably soak one of these. Let me look. I've got this here. Not a problem. Watch the rupture. My bedtime show is on High Grix. We're doing this, though. Yeah, so it's a DPS loss because you're going to lose Lunar Beam uptime. Again, this build was heavily misunderstood when it was original. When I made this build a while ago, there was a lot of people critiquing it for what it is worth. Like, in the Guardian Druid Discord, I remember a ton of people were critiquing the hell out of it. And they were like, but without pressing Mangle, you have less Iron for uptime. And it's like, yeah, but I'm trying to do damage. Like, you know what I mean? In the sense, like, they didn't understand that the whole point of this build was not to be a turtle-safe build, but because I liked it. Like, that's why I decided to make this and play it, is because it wasn't optimal at the time. It got buffed to the degree where now it's more, quote-unquote, optimal. But the idea is, it's something that I wanted to play like this, so I made a talent build that actually does this, though. Well, yeah, tanks are good, doing bad. Me? Or Dorky? I can't say I know Dorky personally. I just met him in a key the other day. I got it. Nice. Whew, close. Oh, Dorky? You know, Fair enough, Jonesy. Jonesy, I'll say this. There's a big problem when your income is tied to you making content. What does the orb soak even do? I still don't know. If the orb is up during the exploding thing, then everyone gets a giga dot and it's basically a wipe. So if you miss any of them, you have to make sure that 0 of them are up during this phase. So if I see any, it's basically, it puts a dot on me if I soak it. It's better for the tank to do it because I won't die on this boss. Technically, there's actually even another interaction where if you wanted to reduce the damage of that explosion, you could actually, I could technically take another orb, but yeah, it's a dot if you get hit by an orb. Our timer is quite healthy. Actually, I feel like we're slightly slower than we were last time, but it's not nothing. It's just when you put it on the tank, it doesn't hurt that bad. Do I incarn this pull or do I save it for next? I'm really confused about my cooldown timings. I think I incarn here. So if any of these are still active, then I have to make sure I soak them. Does this position affect tentacle spawns? I don't know, Haxley. We got terrible RNG last time. What about Maul? Maul doesn't do damage in this build. Because you don't take the talents that amp Maul. Maul is also a DPS loss. Even if you get a tier set proc, like, unless you play the talents that buff it. But it ain't worth it. You have to take at least 2 talents for Maul to be worth being pressed. And then, it's like, look at my damage. My damage is not low. Like, that's, I think the thing to, oh, so there's 2 here. It's okay, I got Barks in. It doesn't not hit, by the way. It hits kind of hard. Like, if you look at my logs in Raid, they're 99 across the board. If you look, do we res this? I don't think you do, right? I think you just hold now. I think you just do the boss. Yes, but you have to understand, if you don't min-max your damage by sequencing your abilities correctly, you will do very poor damage. You will, however, Hubba, like when you first start playing this build, it isn't quite like that. Mana? Show me where, right? Me blue. Me blue here. He wants me to pull it here. Okay. I might have to get a backup kick on blue marker then. So we pull it to the side like this. Are we sure about this? This doesn't feel right, because what about the frontal? We have to outrange your frontal, outrange your frontal, outrange your frontal. Oh, hold on. This doesn't seem... Are you sure I pull it here? This doesn't make any sense to me. He said pull it this way, but then what's the point of pulling it all the way over here? Why don't I just pull the other pack back with DK grips? I'm blue. We might have to fill that kick. This is a super... Yeah, I don't know how to group this properly. They usually pull it here? Okay. If that goes off, we'll be okay. So, for example, I could Sundering Roar... I could Thrash, Sundering Roar, Thrash again, and then amp this Sundering Roar window with the Lunar Beam. But if I had Lunar Beamed a second, if I could somehow sequence it where I get that Lunar Beam up a few seconds earlier, I would have done way more damage on this pull. So there's still a lot of min-max to playing this build. It's not like it's Omega free. Although it is easy to do well on it, it isn't easy to do perfect at it. It's tough. It's okay. That one death there is not going to cost our timer. We are definitely slower than we were last time, even though we only had just that mistake there. Okay. That Rift Stalker doesn't get another bleed off. We don't want him to pull anything else, though. Yeah, make sure that Rift Stalker is very dead. So there's a lot that you can do to min-max this build. I kick that. Perfect. I Vortex the Rift Stalkers back. Excellent. I don't know if you can affect truly the position of the tentacles. It's a good question. I don't know. It would be great to learn, though. So after this, we basically cool down the triple pull, and then we go into the corner pack after. Fair enough. Somebody will get that kick. I'll get this one. The Kig is just Kig. Whatever he does as a Prez Evoker, I wouldn't say is very replicatable. He's been playing... There's something about mastering a specific spec. You know what I mean? Like, he's been playing this for so long, I wouldn't say... Like, that right there actually was a time to mangle. But he's been playing this for a long time. I don't think it's fair to compare him to literally anyone else. So I get on the mounts. And then I get off the mounts, and we go for the triple pull. Do we want to lust the triple pull instead of the boss out of curiosity? Okay, where are the 2 casters? We're going to mark this guy with skull. Lost the boss? Yeah, that makes sense. Fucking hate this boss. Okay, we go in. I took out the diamond marker. I apologize. So we're going to have 1 kick that we have to be careful of. I'll just watch it at the last seconds. The markers got changed now in the middle of this pull. If one of the kicks go off, actually, one thing I can do is I can kite. Because the kick, what it does is it applies... They just clap AoE damage on top of their melee hits. And that's like the super scary thing. So it's not... If one of the kicks does go, it's actually not like crazy the end of the world. Okay, we're advancing too far into this corner. I gotta go back. Careful. Dodge, dodge, dodge. We're gonna go back this way. We're too close to the corner pack, and I don't want to pull it on accident. Careful, careful, careful. Bad positioning. I roar. Just come back this way. Our timer is free. I kind of just want to time this dungeon real quick. You looking like the deep, thank you. I take that as an extreme compliment at this point. Great healing. Good job. It's okay. I don't think you B-res this. I think you say B-res for boss because we're chilling on timer. We're good. We're good. All good. Yeah, just, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I have my res bound. Okay, he's going to res. Cool. What's up, noob? Timer Omega. Just got to do this. Cooled in 33. Wait. Do you want to wait? Yeah, those orbs spawn. I also moved it bad. I moved it bad too. Good. Good or bad? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, go. In-cap it first. That is on me. I don't kick that one. Just call it free. It's not free. Because we don't even have a warlock to like CC one of the Voidwalkers. I feel like this boss, this pack is anything but free. By Sundering Roar. I will Vortex Typhoon one set of casts here. Ooh. Spicy. Almost let those go off. I keep myself full health, so I take none of my healers' smart healing. I kick that. We move this way. I don't incarn, I hold for boss damage. I in-cap one of these bolts if I need to. Okay. Alright. Okay. Do we hold cooldowns for... How do we do the orb? We just gotta kill tentacles. We have 11 minutes going into this boss, okay? Mana? Mana? Question mark? Question mark? 3, 2, 1, go. I will also hold my incarn for the phase to help out with. We on the same target next channel. I don't know if that's true. I don't think that that's true. As far as I know, you stun them if there is one that is targeting more than 2 targets. I don't think that's true. I think it's the opposite. You basically, you want to stun them if you think and you notice that 2 are targeting the same person, then you stun them. If that makes sense. Okay. Not the worst RNG. At least they're kind of stacked. The last time we did this, man, the tentacles were so bricked up that we just couldn't kill them. I don't need any healing. You just let them go on me. I'll be fine. I want to immediately charge back here. So I will War Stomp that just to give my team an extra second of leeway. Dude, did he not want a micro sip here? I was going to wait for his mana. I guess he has E-loop, but he has to actually get mana back. I really wanted him to get mana before this. Somebody will kick this, right? This Mind Blast will kill me. Oh, that's a nice spawn for those. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Because he has E-loop, and because I actually did let him... No, like, I let him drink. I gave him a second. I always let my healer microsip. I was watching his mana. Okay, here. Here we go. Please, good spawn. Please, 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 good spawn. I got him. Immediate res. Live, live, live. I'm gonna SI. No. Not like this. I hate this boss. Wait, we're alive. Kind of. Sort of. Not really. We're alive, kind of. Not really. Maybe. That one tentacle is up there. There's nothing we can do about it. How do we... Do we have a ranged stun? Or I can Heart of the Wilds. A little off healing here, maybe. It's on the DK, actually. He's probably going to live. He has a... Prez Evoker is like Mistweaver. They have a way to get mana back. It's not the end of the world. If you're Prez Evoker... We're actually alive right now. Holy shit. Okay. Recover. I rebuff. Please be careful of Mind Blasts. Alright. Focus up, focus up, focus up. Iron Fur Tracker. This right here is Iron Fur Tracker. Okay. I pre-roar. Pretty good orb spawn, as long as the tentacles don't also spawn right there. 2 of them right here. That's not bad. There has been worse RNG at some different points here. I'll War Stomp this to give my healer an extra second. Just to get through this. Mind Blast on me. No problem. I do have defensive up. Okay. Alive. Sort of. Kind of. Yeah. Alive. 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 Darkness this one. That's fine. Do I go out of bear form and off heal? Everybody, he'll live, he'll live, he'll live. He lives, he lives. He lives. We live this. Bro, if we just live one more set. I think, do you hold cooldowns? Okay, hold cooldowns probably. One last set, just hold the cooldowns. Yeah, dude, I hate this boss. It's annoying to tank. It's annoying to... No one likes this boss. DPS hate this boss. I don't know why they design bosses like this. Because like no one has fun, right? Like your DPS hate this boss. Your tank hates this boss because I don't know if the Mind Blasts are going to go off and they can just kill me. And then your healer definitely... Oh, look at that Giga spawn. We got to win this key now. That was pretty good RNG. We have to win this now. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna... That's probably as good as you can hope for what it's worth. That was a good spawn. We just have to kill this one here. I don't have a stun for it, keep in mind. I have no War Stomp. I already used my War Stomp. That was pretty good. Now you kill boss. Hold up. Yeah, well... Here, okay. How's my healer doing? I just... A little bit of off healing here as best that I can. It doesn't do much, but it's something. I'm at least trying to help. Our timer, well... It's getting a bit tight. I'm not gonna lie. It's starting to get... With those deaths there, I wouldn't say that we have the most Giga timer. We'll have 5 minutes, which is 2 burn phases on last boss, and then we'll be good. I think, like, our timer is good, yeah? What do you guys think? You get to last boss after RP, you'll have 5 minutes. Decent. It's decent. You just go immediately to, I'll try corner, but not brew. Do my best. Do my best. We won't have lust. Don't miss. Any port out single target speckers? I think we're fine. I think this comp kills it with 2. We got like 4.5 minutes. I think the timer, if we have no deaths here, it's possible. It's doable. I also have to not die, by the way. This is also a me fight. This is okay. Here we go. I also don't die. Fastest 21s did this. Well, we don't have lust, so it's not going to be 340. Oh, dude, the RP does feel pretty bad. Like, the RP feels kind of rough. I hate this RP on this boss. Because you know how, like, you're basically doing this dungeon, right? And then you're like, okay, we finally got through everything. We just survived the 3rd boss. And then you get here... And you're just like, God damn it. Like, you just have to wait for, like, so long. It's kind of a rough feeling. I don't like it. Did I get it? I don't know if I got that one. I tried. You had 4 minutes 40? That's enough. I think we got it, right? Ooh, ah, ah. Not me. This boss is also rude to tanks. We got one of the crystals. Okay. Here we go. This is going to be on me. I'm going to get this one. Yeah, I got this. Not going to miss. Not going to miss. That's perfect. It's perfect. I keep myself full health. Make sure we get this damage amp here. Yeah, you can die. Remember in the MDI you saw people die here? It was pretty tragic. You saw Teef die because he took the charge on this, though. The verify thing is having a problem in Discord. I'm gonna Feral Frenzy this. I get 2 Feral Frenzies. We just have to have more damage. At this point in the dungeon, it's just about having more damage. As much as humanly possible. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Not a bad first burn. Pretty good first burn. I wish I could fix it. I'll try to fix it after. I don't know why the Discord's having issues today. I'll try to ask Claude or something. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 tank hit here. I'm going to take another tank hit here. Not going to die. Not going to die. Just sequencing that properly. Prez Evoker makes me a little bit... No! Fuck. I'm going to immediately take this. Res me, res me, res me. God fucking damn it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I needed him. I actually sequenced pretty well there. That wasn't 3 hits in a row. Ugh. I sequenced pretty well. I only had SI. It's normally... Fuck me, dude. It's playing with a Prez. That's playing with Prez is a bit different. I messed up. I had a good timing, but it was yeah. It's basically Prez has to either decide to heal me or not, and I was kind of no. There's gaps with a triple tank hit. I had SI available, but I was saving it for beam. That was tough. I was a very small overkill because I had the frenzied regen ticking there. I had it. It was just... Ow. How much was the overkill? Yeah. Yeah. I think I died. Did I have Bark through that? I think I died through Bark. It was just the triple thing. I had Bark up there, I think. I think I had Bark there, did I not? I don't know if I did or did not. I think I might have been between Bark. Imminus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mini CC doesn't track Bark right. Mini CC doesn't track Bark at all. Yeah, Bark was rolling there. It's just like because it's a 3-hit. So I rotated Bark there properly. Yeah, I had Bark, right? Yeah. I had Bark up there. Oh, tough. It was the triple hit. Mini CC, it tracks it as a 1-minute cooldown if you see. It doesn't track it properly unless they've updated it again. So the timing on Abyssal Lance is the same each time. What are you supposed to do? I needed the healer to help me there, or I planned my frenzied a little bit better. Yeah. It was either... Actually, Kig, you on stream? Here. I can tell Kig when that will happen again in the future. Okay. So, basically, there's the Abyssal Lance from that. This is exactly what happens on that boss. When you pull the boss, he does it's 1 lance every few seconds. There was a triple there. Like, that triple lance was the thing that killed me there. How do I... What's the exact way to explain the timing to a healer? Do you not see it on X-Win Tools? Does X-Win Tools tell you when it's coming? The Abyssal Lance? I don't know how to explain it, actually. Basically, the lance procs when the boss gets to 3 stacks. The boss stacks to 3, but how do I explain when it's going to triple send me versus double send me? Then your warrior taunts and spell reflects it. If you had a warrior, sure. It's basically like, yeah, okay. How? Yeah, I'm actually not sure how to explain the exact timing because I just know it as I see the boss. Like I could tell it was going to happen there. That's why I always have to have a cooldown up for that. So it's damage amp. Okay, so it's damage amp, and then he does the Dirge of Despair while he's casting that no Abyssal Lance. Directly after he cast the Dirge of Despair, he hits me as a tank. Does that make sense? I have to have a cooldown up for that. I could have timed a Frenzied Regen better, for what it's worth. Probably. I could have timed a Frenzied Regen better. Yeah, what's the macro for Thrash? Oh, it's just the here. It's in Discord. I don't know why my Discord isn't working. I have zero clue about that. Like this. So normally what happens is that if you're playing with a Mistweaver, I'm the only one who takes damage in that exact moment. So I just kind of have, you know what I mean? I just sort of have that back up. And then, so I won't die to that. If I'm playing with a Shaman, they have do, and it's no problem. Because the Shaman also basically is able to kind of like, they have totems up at that point. So I normally am okay. With Prez, you would have to know exactly when to Golden Hour me. And that's kind of tough to explain because I don't know how to explain the exact timing of when that will happen. I had SI available, but I died through Bark. Normally Bark's enough. Ping me for it. To be fair, if that was a 20, I would have lived. Like I did have Bark. I could have planned my Frenzied a little bit better. The problem is that it will hit me again. So right when I died, there was going to be another set of lances exactly 3 seconds after that. So there are some gaps there for what it's worth. Yeah. Any clips of that just now? I don't know if we made a clips though. I don't know how to explain it either. I've realized I actually have no way to explain that either. But Mini CC does lie to you for what it is worth. We still have late night streams, not too late. I've been kind of ill recently, so I haven't been streaming that much. Barkskin, to be fair though, Mini CC does lie to you. You should be able to see it tracking here, but here. It tells cooldown sometimes, right? I miss old Omni cooldown. That's okay, Cake. I also could have played it better, to be fair. I am not used to dying there. I think that was my first death there. For what it is worth, I could have also played that better. I thought I would be okay with the Bark. I was not expecting to die there. That was a little bit on me as well. Command not working. Resil 23. It's not working yet. I thought we had that in the bag. It was there. Yeah, we should have called the boss free. That would have done it. That probably would have. That was the difference. We forgot to call the boss free. If you guys want to do Skyreach, we did Skyreach yesterday. I did 21. We had. The emotional damage was it. Oh well. That's a hard key, I think. I think that's going to be a tough one. I don't know about dropping Brambles, too. I mean, for some keys like this, I guess you can. Alun's Favored is how much of my healing in that key? That was tough. I can't... How much was the overkill? I guess I can't see. Overkill. Oh, 20k overkill. Oof. It was actually such a small overkill. So basically, also, that was a... What is that? 2% overkill? 1%? It was very small. I knew I was like fine. I thought I would be fine there. Yeah, 20%. Oh, 20k overkill. It dropped me to 9%. That's Earth Shield. That's the Earth Shield diff. That's the Earth Shield diff. I played Preb. You know what? To be fair, Brambles technically would have been better than Alun's Favorite in that key. Like, you know what? You're not wrong. You're technically right about this. Should have had a Feast buff, is true. No, okay. For what it is worth, I don't think that was you. I think that was me. Not better than Vigor. I think that was on me. I think I didn't have I think I had Bark, but not Frenzied. I should have Frenzied that, and that was That would have made the difference, I'm pretty sure. We can check my healing here. In that key overall, Elun's Favored is still 8%. It's trickle healing. I'm not sure how much I feel about it, though. Yeah. Oh, you know what? It's true. I don't have 3. That's it. That's it right there. Oh, actually, a crafted neck borderline would have made the difference as well. To be fair, actually, if I simply farmed out the neck, that also would have lived. 100%. 100%. That's a good point. There are so many things. That's definitely not on the healer. Kig was slamming that key. Yeah, it's actually the DK's fault for not specking into the Death Note. That's the one. It's such a good meme. Dude, yeah. What is that glove in chat, by the way? What is it called? It's not hide? Well, yeah, I should get it right now. Not hide? Is that what it is? Yeah, it's this one. This is tech. It's 500 gold. And this is the tech here. I hate this key, by the way. All right, let's see. I'm going to be at, right now, I'm at 783k health, yeah? If I put this enchant on, 783k, 768k, still 768k. It makes no difference, but it feels better at least. All right, let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'll get a little quick snack. We'll do some squats. I add 30 to the squat counter here. That was an unfortunate way. I've never actually... I know you can die there. I've never died there. It feels bad when that happens. Let me see this. That's weirdly suspicious. All right. I'm going to ask you a question. We've had a leak in our house. And when I say a leak, I mean the bottom part of our house has not been reinforced correctly. So when the rainy season started, we had literally like the entire wall was covered in rain. This is a problem in the structure of the house. We rent this house. Yeah, no, it's like literally like the entire, it was just like water was coming in. So we basically, because we rent the house, we have to go through the owner, right? We told the owner that this was happening. Remember, this is the same owner that we had problems with before. And we got a technician out. The technician said it's going to be like $1,500 to fix it. We did 50 squats earlier, by the way, so we're at 1,645. Here's the problem. Oh, shit, Kate has to go. All right, all good. All good. See you later, then. I'll farm out my neck. I don't mind either way. I've got 21 pit. I don't think either of us need it, though. If you want to get your 20... I need to farm out a bit more crest for what it is worth. You want to just get the 20A up? We can just do that real fast. I don't really mind. I'm happy to do whatever. Love you, boss. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. I say, oh, no problem. No problem. You want to see what's in queue? We can look real quick to see what we have in queue. Let me see. Magically, there is nothing. I am surprised. Good luck on the neck. Jeez. Thank you for a group. Could 3 out of 4 Apex just for 6% mastery give the same playstyle? No. It would not. That would not work. I don't think so. Okay, water leak story. Right. So here's basically the thing. Here's what happened. The water leak, we hired an inspector. The inspector came, said it was going to be some money. We told the owner, and we were like, hey, basically, can you approve this? Or, for what it is worth... No problem. I can also... Slightly better. We chilling? No problem. GG's. Okay, the water leak story is this. They just sent a technician, okay? So they just sent a technician. Now, I have a question for you. This is what I've just received a text from Kitty, who was downstairs with the technician. This is what I want to ask you, okay? The technician said they can fix it. but they will only share the price with the owner. That's sus, right? Like that's super sus, yeah? That doesn't sound right to me. Because so what happened is we got a technician. The technician said it was going to be X amounts, which is kind of expensive. And then what happened is the owner sent their own technician who will only share the price of the repair with the owner. That's 100% a red flag. If you aren't paying, why does it matter? Because I have a feeling they're not going to fix it. Even though it's when I say a leak, I'm going to see it. Let me show you the leak. I think we had some issues with the owner doesn't like to pay for anything. When I say a leak, I mean, I've never seen a house leak quite this much. It was kind of insane. Let me just find a video here. I think that the owner has plans of ripping us off. That is kind of what I think as well. I have a feeling we found a third leak. Dude, I mean, it was kind of crazy. It was like our entire house was like leaking. Here, let me just make sure I do this here. I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I will show you like this, okay? Here. This is the thing. I'll show you. I don't know if you can really see it, but the idea was that it was actually leaking. Not like a little leak, like a proper thing. So you don't live in the US? No, it's Thailand. Thailand's kind of the Wild West, although our particular landlord is difficult to get anything done. It's like the entire house, I think you can see it. The reflection on my phone is probably not going to do it. But like our entire house was leaking. Like, you know what I mean? Like literally the house was leaking. Like not like a tiny leak, like a proper leak. Straight flocking. Thank you for the Prime sub. Main concern would be mold. Main concern was the fact that my lizard tried to basically... So, okay, bearded dragons aren't supposed to, like, drink water. They can drink water, but they're not supposed to drink water. And what happened is... I don't know if I want to do a 21. Let's do something... Let's see with the friends list. Let's see what's up right now. There's a 13. Dilf Hunter. I feel unsafe joining this key. I'm not going to lie. Given my disposition... Because I'm getting older, I honestly feel slightly unsafe joining a key with Dilf Hunter. I'm not as young as I used to be. You know? I'm getting old now. No, listen. I'm not as young. I used to be like just but a twink. And I feel like somebody told me the other day that I went through twink death, and I'm not DILF age yet. I don't know. I'm getting close. I'm not hip or hop anymore. I'm basically a skip. Yeah. Algathar Academy route. So I'll share the route we did earlier. We timed the 21 with double DK and proper. We had time to like 2 minutes left. So this was the 21 we did earlier. This route is in my Discord. Although, if people still can't join Discord, I don't know how to fix it. Zan, you might know. You're like a tech expert. You're young still, Zan, so you would know more about technology than I. Basically, the Discord, some people, as of last night or as of this morning, a few people, when they try to join Discord, they're not able to get past the verify. They click the verify, but they don't actually get into the Discord. So how do I fix that? Oh, yeah, like with minutes left. I don't think you have to triple pull Veximus platform because you have to take this Ravager, and taking the Ravager into this bridge is kind of scary. So you basically do this, and then as you're kiting this as a tank, you pull this into this pack. You go pull the Ravager, and you pull it into here. We timed it with the Prez Evoker, too. It was kick healing. It was double DK, Prez Evoker, and a Demon Hunter. To be honest with you, I feel like that's a run that I should share because that's kind of a hilarious comp. It is a genuinely hilarious comp, isn't it? I don't like Seed of the... If I'm going to farm Crest, I definitely don't want to farm Seed of the Triumvirate. All right, does anybody want to do a key? I'm opening it up. I don't really mind what we do. I just want to do something. I need to farm out some more Crests. Thank you, Socio. Yeah, I don't think you have to triple pull Veximus platform. As of right now, maybe on 22 it is required. But God, I would be fully puckered if I had to do that. Alternatively, I do a Mistweaver key. What if I did a Mistweaver key instead? That's another option. Anybody want a key? Question mark. Should be mobile app or VPN. So basically it's never been a problem. Can I join your key? If you're on NA, I guess, sure. Rental properties, don't go out of your way to tell them, but if it comes up, we ask them. I think that I've had good landlords before because I've rented my whole life. I've never been, it'd be kind of cool to own a house, but I don't really think so. I'll do a key. Okay, what key do you have? I just need to farm out a little bit. 19 Windrunner Spire, okay? OCE. I just need to farm out 2 more of these, and then I need to do this. You want to build your own house? That does sound cool. If I could build my own house, what I could do is I could start wearing flannel, and then I would be worried about joining the key with Dilf Hunter. Imagine I could learn how to build my own house, and then I could start getting some flannel, and then also I could probably like watch... Yeah, and I could start watching Supernatural again so I could get inspired. I need 2 more of these, and the reason I need 2 more of these is not because I haven't upgraded my gear. It is because of this. Miss Weaver, a bear? I don't mind. What's the average rent cost in Thailand? It has gone up like 35% in the last year. It's getting really expensive here now. Well, getting more expensive. What do you think about the Ember Trinket for bear? I think that when you play no Apex, on-use trinkets are actually not as valuable for what it is worth than passive trinkets because you don't depend on your incarn as much as you did before. So I would say, personally speaking, that you don't... It's not required to have like an on-use. I think double passive trinket is actually better. But if you want to play an on-use, Feather is okay. You overlap it with Incarn, you'll be kind of nice. You know, you'll be okay. Is crit important? I have a full secondary breakdown here. Why is it so expensive now? Bro, I saw that apartment nearly going for 40K. What apartment? Which apartment? My old apartment? I missed the context. Is crit important? No. So secondary stats, the big one near us. Let me think about it. That's 40K? Damn. Crazy. That's a lot. So 19 Windrunner Spire OCE. That was the option that we're doing. We could do that. Anything else? So, Nucky, if you are on Patreon, there's a full stat breakdown for Guardian. That is the most in-depth explanation I can give you for secondaries, but basically it doesn't matter. The honest truth is it doesn't really matter. But if you want a full breakdown of me actually, it's a 14-minute video talking about Guardian Druid secondary stats. Legit 14-minute video is rare. Bam. That's the one. Socio, what are you trying to bring to this? Just to clarify, what are you trying to bring to this key? If you want, I have no idea how to add you. I can list the key and you could just find me there. I'll watch it. There you go. That will give you a better explanation of secondaries because I think when people ask about secondaries, they don't quite realize that it's variable depending for what it's worth. We had the 21. Nope. We had I died on the last boss. Unfortunate. We did get to the last boss, Harris. We got to the last boss and then the thing, we all fell apart, unfortunately. Yeah, things are just getting more expensive, man. I'll list it. How about that? Windrunner Spire plus 19. Bam. Socio, what item level are you? We're going to do a 19, so you have to be somewhat geared for this. Straight flocking. Bring it. I just need to farm out 2 more keys so that tomorrow, if I do more 21s... I got this weapon from Chimeras. I cannot complain. I do need a mythic Onseer. I got to go kill it again this week. I'll list it as a woo deal. Here. So, I can't complain. I didn't bonus roll the Onseer. I did bonus roll this. Not bad. Not bad. It's a leech weapon. Pretty nice. Cannot complain, yeah? But not Onseer. So I got to go back and get Onseer soon. Hopefully I get it this week with the bonus roll. Who's who? Can you note if you're from stream? Straight flocking. Where are you? There you are. Perfect. You're the DK. Got it. Nucci, a Mistweaver monk. If you're from stream, just let me know. Tiny Tien? That's not Bear Tien, is it? That's a similar name to Mr. Bearty, and he's 290. He's a warlock. That's not Bearty, is it? No. Oh, Tiny T, and that's you. You're there. Why do I look like the Deep from The Boys? Basically, once upon a time, Sawi, there was an octopus. Now, my brother forced this octopus on me. I didn't want it. But we were outside, and he was like, yo, this octopus, you should put it in your mouth. And I was like, I don't know if I want to put it in my mouth. And he was like, just trust me, just do it. And I was like, fine. So I put the octopus in my mouth, and I didn't have a great time with it. Basically, ever since then, I've had sort of a love-hate relationship with octopus because people say it's really good. It's not. It's not actually that good. And so although I look like the Deep, I don't feel like I am the Deep because I don't currently like octopus. It's not that good. It's the same thing with uni. You guys know what uni is? People make you pay like a bunch of money for uni, and it's not nearly as good. Tiny Teen, you want to come to this? Yeah, I mean we'll chill. So Resto Druid is fine. No, like so here's the thing, right? Here's the problem. Here's the thing to understand about like uni. You guys know what that is? It's like a really like a fancy like you get uni. It's like sea urchin. Do you know what uni tastes like? Okay, I'll explain it because I'm like a culinary expert. So with my genuine culinary palate, I will explain to you what uni tastes like. It's very easy, okay? You know how sometimes when you were like, maybe like when you were a kid or something, when you were younger, yeah, what happens is you were in the ocean and you played the game, if you ever got to go to the ocean, where the waves would crash over you and you would be like, haha, more, like this, you know what I'm talking about? So the wave would crash over you, but occasionally it would hit you with just enough force that you would actually face plant into the ocean floor. And if you were unlucky, your mouth would be open as you were face planting into the ocean floor. That moment that you accidentally took a bite of the ocean floor, that's exactly what uni tastes like. There is no better description than this. People pay premium money for this experience, and I don't understand why. Because it's free to just go to the ocean and just... It's exactly what it is. It tastes like it's the most ocean tasting thing that you could experience. It's incredibly ocean. Go eat the ocean floor. That's what it is. All right, we need a lust, yeah. There's an Og in queue. There is what has been heard can't be on. It's really I really not considering a sandbag trying to get past the wave once, and so you basically experience uni. You just don't remember it, Zan. You had uni then at one point in your life. You just don't remember that you had uni. Do we take the shaman? Zan, do you want to come do any keys? Do you need anything? We don't technically need lust. I mean, lust is kind of a imaginary thing. I'm Chinese. I steam it with eggs to make a custard. How do I steam the sea with eggs? You just need a really big rice cooker. It's got to exist. You just need a really big rice cooker for. You just need like a extremely good. Invite me, I'm a boomy. We kind of already have 2 druids, and I don't know if this is Brazil. We're just trying to get this up real fast. It's like a farm key. I could take a Ret Pally. Ret Pally's pretty good for this key, actually. Do you just take a 289 Ret Pally and then just send it? How do we feel about this? Need 3 for Brazil 20? Dude, Zan, no problem. Gladly. Anytime. 290 Hunter. All right, this guy's got to be good. Good OCE ping, question mark? Isn't boiling water just steaming it? Technically, yeah. I raided with a Zippy back in like 2009 Ice Crown server. Who's Zippy? How do you get 292 item level? Extreme luck, I suppose. Every slot would have to be 298 plus you would have to have full mythic, maybe no embellishments, Tiny. I'm not sure. Maybe that. All right, let's go. Maybe no embellish. Oh, ports down. Man, that Seed of the Triumvirate will haunt me and Kig forever. By forever, I mean until tomorrow, or hopefully we do it again. It's 289? Oh, yeah, I'm not 292. Me? I don't have Mythic Onseer. I try, but I don't have Mythic Onseer. Ugh. I mean the Hunter. Oof. He is geared. Okay, wait. You summon me. I'm gonna do some squats. I need to move around a little bit. Also, I definitely think that is super sus with the owner not actually being willing to tell us what the price is. Tiny mist. It's fine. Okay, I just saw all of your text, Kitty. I'm sorry. One, okay, I think we should communicate to the group chat that this happened. No, Joe, I think that this might actually be worth communicating to a group chat that maybe this is happening. Because I think it's super suspicious that, like, it's clear they have to fix it. The house is leaking rainwater. There's no, like, ifs, ands, or buts. Like, you have to fix that. I feel pretty comfortable saying I'm struggling with 20. Do you die, Crazy Panda? Okay. Any tips for tanking 20? I'm Brazil 19. I'm pretty comfortable, but you struggle with 20. Are you dying or is your team dying? What's the barrier for you proceeding past that point, Panda? That's the question. The tip is different depending on if you're the one that's dying or not. Play Brambles. All right, I do 50 squats, then we do keep. Darwin, I appreciate you trying to manifest this. Hi, Cruzy. I recognize your name. Command's still not working. You're trying to manifest it, and I respect it. I respect you trying. Thank you. Perfect abode for the deep, always water. I'm not. I mean, he's pretty ripped. Like, if I could get my arms to look like his arms, that'd be pretty cool. If I flex really hard, it's not that far off. He's quite lean. That guy is actually, he's being compared to Chase Crawford is actually quite, I'm happy with that. Are Demon Hunter becoming meta again? Not meta tanks, no. Where are the calves, though? There's a reason that the camera stays up. Finally got your Guardian to max. Nice job, Grimlock. And also, I can see your YouTube chats now. I finally figured out. Used to see the defense in your party frames. Mini CC, but it's not perfect. Okay, they're not chicken legs, but if I was in a local village, they would try to get eggs from them. But, like, ducks also. Like, there are other things that make eggs. Like platypus. It's platypus legs. Not chicken legs. I mean, Groovy, there's probably an answer to that. I don't want to stand on... You know how some people are like, look, you can't buy me. You probably could buy me. I mean, there's I'm going to be real. Like, there's money. I like money, so we'll discuss this further. Yeah, no, I'm not going to lie to you. My stream is an honest place. And if I told you, as an example, that there's no price, that's a lie. You know? Like, that's... You're offering... There's a threshold where a certain desire is met. You know, I'm just saying. There's an amount there somewhere. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You're saying there's a chance. I'm saying if you have enough money, I'm going to consider it. 28, 29, 30. I dropped Brambles for 21 Seed of the Triumvirate. Just to get as much defensive value as I could. Oof. Almost done. Sorry, then we'll do your 19 Spire. Sorry, I took a little extra. Yeah, I'm almost there. Oof. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Panda. Good question. I'll answer that in a second. What's the next one? Just a quick 19. 19. Windrunner Spire, 50 squats. Nice. I'll go. Panda on YouTube asks, how do I get past your fear of the adept mobs in Skyreach? Excellent question, to be honest with you. Run. Don't be afraid to kite those mobs. That's the answer for how to deal with them. In general, if you want an easy trick to remember of how to deal with the mobs in the adepts that do the bleed on you, outside of Incarn, tank them, count to 5, run. Inside of Incarn, count to 10, run. Not even kidding. Like, I'm dead serious about that advice. For a bear tank, those mobs are scary. I really would consider that. Legit. Just go 5 seconds, run. Give or take. 5 seconds, you'll never die. But realistically, it's probably like 7 or 8 if you have cooldowns and stuff. Hi, Plab. Yu Mong Tai. I've been here for a long time, although the way that Tai shows up on my chat is kind of hard for me to read. So, put pasangit that mic up. Do you speak English? Everyone who is not Thai is going to be very confused because I basically never speak a second language on my stream. Oh, I have no combat potions. Ooh, that's sad. My parse. I won't be able to max parse the ski. I have no combat potions. Yeah. To be fair, I am a giga... I'm a giga debater. I wouldn't call myself a master debater because... You know, there are people even better than me. I have quite a bit of experience, but I don't want to pretend like I have the most experience. So what I would say, though, is this. I'm a giga debater. When I first moved to Thailand, I got really, really good at convincing people I could speak better Thai than I actually could, because my Thai is not that good. However, I learned certain expressions that mattered to me. So one of the first things I ever learned how to say in Thailand was Huajai Ben Kontai. And I learned how to say it really well because I was not afraid to just practice in the mirror. I would basically look at myself in the mirror and I would be like, like this. And so I would practice a bunch. Now, if I, for example, are you Thai, by the way, Pleb? So if you're a Thai and I, for example, were to tell you, and you met like a Farang, and I was like, Huajai Ben Kontai. You would be like, holy shit, this guy's fluent. Like, it's like a giga debate. You think that I'm way better at this than I actually am. Because it seems for a second, I've got you. But actually, because I can say, and what that means for what it is worth is, my heart is Thai. It's like a philosophical expression. But then you say, where's the grocery store? And I go, eh? That's the problem is like I can say all these complicated things, but I don't know how to say the basic stuff. I learned how to say, for example, like, oh, the meaning of life is to experience and be happy. But then, for example, you say, yeah, but like, where's water? And I go, eh? It was because I took Thai lessons and the person was like, what do you want to learn? And I was like, well, at the time I was modeling, so I had to get really good at learning how to do the modeling things. And the guild and the Twitch description threw me off since we did a key together. Oh wait, we did a key together? What key did we do, Pleb? Did it go well? There's not a lot of Thai people that play World of Warcraft. I imagine, are you in the Thai guild that I'm in right now? Okay, Retro, you are not the only one who is experiencing this issue. I do not currently know why. I will try, though. Oh, oh, that one. Oh, my God. On my monk, right? I was playing my monk on that key. Yeah, dude. I remember I asked him before the key, I go, do you know how to do the gateway? And he goes, yes. And I was like, okay. And then we got there and he was like, I don't know where do I put it? That was a series of unfortunate events. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Okay, so what are you looking for? I'll try to give you that resource here. I don't currently, at present, I actually have no idea why. I don't know why, for what it is worth, the Discord verify is not working properly. I could take it off for a little bit, but the problem is that when you take it off, you get a bunch of bots. Like just an absolute metric ton of bots join the Discord if you put the link out places. And unless you're interested in like some free cams that I definitely do not endorse nor advertise on my stream, then it's fine. But otherwise, I would say you really want to prevent those bots from coming into your Discord. And/or good artwork. Maybe I should let the bot... Maybe, you know what? I'm in need of some custom artwork and thumbnails, so it's possible that maybe I should let the bots in. Maybe that's the right move. Yeah, I will... So the Iron Fur macro. How many stacks of Iron Fur do I need to... Depends on the poll. In general, if you're playing... Oh my god, there was a trap there. I'm not going to die, probably. Scary. Let's see the trap. So it depends for what it's worth, though. Were you right to get banned? So that's basically what I have right now, Litho. But for some reason, as of this morning, it seems to have broken. So now when anybody tries to join the Discord, they're not able to access any of the channels. So I'm not sure exactly what to do about that situation. I'm not quite certain about it. If we pull these now. Yeah, I don't know why. It's worked for the last while, but it's also a cool thing. So I am new at streaming. I like streaming. I want to continue streaming. Hopefully people enjoy hanging out with me on stream. That's the idea, right? Is that people enjoy spending time with me on stream because I enjoy streaming. However, I never ever want to put myself into a position where, let's say that I wanted to make some money streaming, I would never ever want to put myself in a position where that money comes from like subscriptions or bits or donations. Like all of that is super cool. And if people want to sub, like for example, Kelling, thank you for your Prime sub. Those things matter and it definitely helps. But I never want to put myself in a position where that's where the income from stream comes from. I have a different plan. And the other plan is basically if I keep growing stream, then eventually I can get sponsors. Sponsors pay real money. That's like proper money. And so the idea is that I need to have certain stats in order to talk to these sponsors. And then when I do a sponsorship, if it can go well, I might be able to get more of them. So the idea is like I'm sponsored by OperaGX right now. And trust me, that actually pays a fair bit. That's like a really nice thing. And it helps me actually create income from stream. This is not my only job, and if stream made zero money, I would have to significantly reduce my hours even more than I already have. So that's the idea, right? Just to be fully transparent about it, is sponsorships is the goal. Now, I want to reach out to some sponsors, but one of the things that's important is like having Discord numbers is actually an important part of that. And so I don't want to get rid of the verify because the verify has how many people have joined in the last little bit, and I think that that's a good metric for sponsors. You know what I mean? That makes sense? I think that makes sense, yeah? Did I explain that well? In my opinion, at the very least, like the idea of, well, if you want to make things work as a streamer, it's like just have people donate money. I don't know. That just feels super wrong for me because my stream is a place where people can just hang out and have good conversations and stuff. So I don't ever want to put that expectation or pressure. Some streams you get stuff and some streams you don't, and that's totally fine. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that you, first of all, have to keep the verify there, but also it's a good way for me to keep track of statistics so that I can make a little like media kit and show it to sponsors. And then if I get a sponsor, so if I do a sponsored stream, can I ask you guys basically a favor at this point? Like, no joke, it would be a favor. I know that we're all World of Warcraft players, but if, for example, I was to get a sponsor and it was completely free to try, like the OperaGX, would people be willing to help with it? And when I mean help, I mean, like, let's say, would it be okay with you if for, let's say I've never taken this before, but what if I did a gaming sponsor and I showed you guys a new game and part of the sponsor was that I have to play it on stream for like an hour? I know it can be a little frustrating, but would that be pretty reasonable if you knew that I was making money from it?
Like if I actually made money from a sponsor where I had to play a game for an hour on a stream one day, or even for 2 hours on a stream one day, would you all still come hang out, and like, would that be an acceptable thing to do? Ooh. How often? I don't want to. I've never done any of them before, but I think that the quality of the game. So basically, there was an issue with Twitch paying me recently. The last several months of Twitch just didn't pay me. There was like an issue with it, and so that, however much money, I basically like lost a bunch of money from that, and that was sad. Like that was pretty sad for what it's worth, though. So blah blah. Oh, of course, hidden, of course. Yeah, like it's not going to be something I do a lot, but for what it is worth, if I was going to do something like that, I would just straight up tell you guys that that's what's happening. That's at least the type of person that I am. Yeah. Bro is like, did the Twitch stuff get resolved? Nope. Not at all. In fact, I'm still trying to figure out. They need to explain to me still how it happened, Nim. I'm still waiting for them. I've been going back and forth. Luckily for me, a friend of mine, my dad, had done a deal with the senior partner manager, and so we had his email, and I had my dad email him, so he actually did look at my case, but they're basically, I'm trying to figure out how the hell it happened, because there's no explanation as of this point for what happened. Not really. They're like, something happened to your computer, and I was like, nothing happened to my PC. Like, they're trying to shift the blame a little bit, and I just want them to at least take a look at it and actually examine it, because, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable that somebody has access to all my personal information like this. Good morning, Knack. Good morning. I hope that it all works out. I really, really hope that everything just that everything lines up and works out just fine with it. Good morning, Knack. How's it going? The second it gets resolved, I will gladly let everybody know. It will be a momentous occasion. I don't think I'm ever getting. The thing is, at this point, bro, it's like almost $10,000 or something. Like, it will be, basically. And I'm like, okay, so that's that's a lot of money. And I would be extremely sad if that, for some reason, I didn't get $10,000. That would be very sad. And I would cry a lot. Like, not a little bit, a lot. 100%, I would cry a lot. So let's just imagine, because it'll stress me out. Let's just imagine that it all works out, huh? I think that's a great plan. Yeah, Suddy. So it's going to be in a matter of, basically, by July, it will be that. So the idea is we're really hoping that it gets sorted by that point. Yeah. Well, I'm not allowed to slap anybody. I will be as transparent as I'll be as transparent as I can be about it. And I kind of believe in just reporting the truth and the actual version of events with notes and everything. That poison blade went off. I don't know if this healer, what's our timer right now? Ooh. Scary. Holy shit. Good awareness from me. Yeah, I think that champion gear is a big one. Whoops. That was a lust pull. Tough. So we Vortex Typhoon here. I probably have to hold this SI in case I get bled again. Okay, so that blade is going to go off. I incarn now, and then we go like this. I don't know how people are getting the Void Light Marl, though, for what it's worth. My characters are pretty dry on it. I've had to buy all my bonus rolls with gold. I don't even have the Veteran Dawn Crest to use. My Druid might at this point. But my Druid also now has all the items that I need. So the next thing that I do is just bonus roll Chimeras every week. That's kind of the next thing. World content, so that checks out. Yeah. Not a big world content enjoyer. Not really my thing. Boom, 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 boom. You could just spend gold on it, to be fair. All right, that's not going to get another AoE. Onwards. Boom. Let's take this out here. We're doing a safe route here. We're not doing any sort of MDI tech at this point, though. You have 248k Void Light Marl? What? Let's see how much I have. Where do I even check the resource? I have 1,783. Let's see. Hold up. Let me get this kick here. I have to see on like all characters, right? Okay, let me see. I have 3,000. I have got 5,000 total. That's how much I have. I've got 3,400 on my Pally apparently. I don't remember where I got that. Yep. So that's like 2 bonus rolls. The macro for Thrash, if you are looking for that, I will try to fix Discord as soon as I can. The macro for Thrash is just basically hashtag show tooltip is a great thing to use for all macros. And the reason is because it will allow you to see things super clearly. It'll still show you that you have a Thrash cooldown. I like how this healer trusts me so much that they don't heal me at all, which I'm okay with. He does not need to heal me at all. I'm chilling. I think the champion track gear, how much is it? Is it 750 Marl per? On some of my alts, that would actually be really valuable at this point. My healer has mana. Yeah, that's actually a good one. So, Retro. I'll show you the macro if you remind me directly after this key. So just remind me and I'll try to show you it, okay? Yes. It is champion stuff with the Marl. Need to look for that vendor. If you are somebody who still needs that gear, then yes. Also, the 21 seat of the Triumvirate earlier. What's up, Binchy? The 21 seat of the Triumvirate earlier, I got the most giga compliment that a tank can get at the end of that. Even though I did die on the last boss because there was a miscommunication with my healer. My healer said, I looked back at the VOD and I definitely should have just healed you there. To be honest with you, this is what my healer said. This is the feedback that I got. Are you ready for this? He goes, you didn't take any damage the entire key, so I didn't know I had to heal you on the last boss. And honestly, although we bricked the key, that's like the most giga compliment that a tank can get. Is effectively just, nah, like I basically, you just didn't take any damage the entire key, so I didn't know you needed healing. That's like, that made me feel nice, warm, fuzzy feelings inside. That's exactly what I want to hear. Even though we didn't time the 21 seat of the Triumvirate, that's basically the best thing that you can get. The guides I want to improve my guides actually. My DK is going to be in a little bit of danger here. He can get through that narrow bridge. Nice. Yeah, isn't a time key is receiving your flower. Yep. It feels really good because tanks, you know, how to not heal a tank and still have them like you? You know, well, I mean, yeah, what if this was actually a gigantic psyop? That's true. That is called X-Win Tools. I do not have a profile for it. I am actually just using the base X-Win Tools for this. X-Wind. If you're in the Discord, I can share with you the exact name of it. Thank you. I mean, to be fair, I try. There's a lot of bears. One of the big not talking points, but one of the big things about bears is if you look at my HPS of a key, I don't know. I know a lot of bears aren't doing this right now, but natural resilience is an omega shield. I use it frequently, all the time, in fact. And I overheal myself because for me, I just want to be omega tanky. If I'm trying to parse 100 for damage, then it is a consideration I will make to not oversend on Frenzied Regen. However, like this key right now, I just want my healer to basically say, nah, Owu is so tanky, I literally just don't even have to think about the fact that he exists. Like currently, he has 0 hots on me. I see 1 rejuve that has split, but he has no life bloom, no nothing. He doesn't need to have any of this on me. He can keep it on someone else. Even shamans, when I play with them, I basically tell them you can just keep Earth Shield on whoever. Like, just worry about them, don't worry about me. And I think that that's actually a good spot for tanks to be in. I want every tank to be, if you can play it to the nth degree, and you're geared, and you have done the work to farm out the gear, and you are incredibly good at whatever tank you decide to play, I think that this is exactly how tanky you should be. Your healer, on some mechanics, needs to help you, but mostly, I think you should be independent. I think that most tank players really enjoy this. That feeling of I can manage my own defensives perfectly. And even on this pull, as an example, I am the one doing the healing. He is not the healer. I'm the healer. It's me. And I do think that a lot of tanks appreciate this. I think it can create some maybe degenerate play. I could see the argument for sure where it might actually create situations where the tank overpulls or whatever. But a lot of these dungeons are structured to the degree you can't overpull anyways. An example being this pull. This is a good example of no tank is going to try to pull that previous pack into this next thing without, unless it's a +10. And then maybe. But the idea is, no, I don't think a lot of tanks at any reasonable key level, even if they are omega powerful, it's hard to explain that this pull I do actually need a little bit of help, but are not going to be combining this mystic into the next mystic. Like, this is already big enough, I think. So it is kind of difficult to explain this, though. And so I think that these dungeons already have a lot of checks so that you don't need to make tanks squishy in order to limit their ability to express themselves in a dungeon. Like, that's an artificial check, and you don't need to do that because a lot of these dungeons are already set up that way by nature of their design. Like Magister's Terrace. You kind of can't overpull in Magister's Terrace, even if tanks were immortal. You buff all tanks by 50%, and you still won't have tanks overpulling Magister's Terrace. Nexus is an example where, if you are not checking tanks, maybe they do overpull. Okay, this pull I have to be extremely cautious on. I kind of hope that the healer... I have a macro for this, actually. I have a handy-dandy macro. Why don't we use that macro? So first we stop those axes on top of the Nova. And then if I don't plan my frenzies very well here, my healer has literally not been healing me the entire key. I should be fine here. It's only a 19. No B-res, no B-res. No, don't take it, don't take it, don't take it, don't take it. Not worth it, not worth it. Do not take that B-res. Bad idea, bad idea. You gotta save for bosses. I think we have time pretty easily right now. Oops. Holy. Uh-oh. 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 It's all falling apart. It's all falling apart. No. Unfortunate. Now, I don't know if that is Latimer or not Latimer. If I kept this pull alive, I don't think I can keep this pull alive. I would have to kite. If I kept this alive, do we have time? I don't know. Because people are going to chain die as they come back. I war stomp that axe. I health potion myself. What timer is it now? Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. It's not... I mean, if you have enough damage, I don't think it's impossible. I don't actually think that's impossible. You could probably do it. You got like a 4-minute boss here. You have lost last boss. Is it impossible? You've been really enjoying the MDI breakdown vids? I don't know if it's fully cooked. I think if we just do enough damage single target, which we honestly might, I would try. At least could we finish it because I kind of need crests. I'm sort of. It would be appreciated to get some crests. I mean, ideally we time the key as well. Oh. Oh, I don't know if the healer will be able to do. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Now it's cooked. now it's cooked. Now it's cooked. All good. Nice try. Nice try. All good. All good. All good. Do we want to finish for crests? Is your key Resil? You asked me if your key was Resil before. I guess we could do that real quick. I guess we could do 12, yeah. It's not Resil. Ah, shit. Sorry. Sorry. All right, sorry for... I haven't seen a lot of Resto Druids recently. That felt kind of rough. A little bit. Not a problem. That key was not Resil, unfortunately. I can offer... I mean, I can't drop the 21 right now. But I tell you what. Add me. And maybe we can get another key another time. I'll come tank another key for you. I always feel bad when I come offer to do like a key and then we don't time it. Feel safer with Mistweavers. So, can I explain why? Because there's a reason you feel safer with Mistweavers, and I'd happily explain why, Jesse. It's important to understand for what it's worth. There are healers. Oh, no problem, Tiny. It's all good. There are some healers that have to actively choose to heal you, and there are other healers which do it passively. Mistweaver, their rotation is very hard to mess up. And so they're going to basically be able to do whatever healing they need to do, aside from some single target encounters, without thinking that much. Whereas Resto Druid, although capable of doing the healing, needs to prep, plan, and also just really execute their rotation well. In other words, Mistweaver has a few buttons, and they can slam those buttons in almost any order. Resto Druid has several more buttons, and they have to plan those perfectly. And so anything that requires perfect execution is going to have a hard time healing things. It's me. Oh, sorry. I got you. I got you on the macro. Here it is. I will go into Discord right now. Yes. Many on stream are reporting it. Many on stream today reporting it. All right, I got you. I got you. Do. What? Microsoft Windows. The application is not responding. All right, a stream bricks. I don't know. Let's find out. Cancel. I don't know what happened. I tabbed back into the game. World of Warcraft is not... Oh, that's okay. World of Warcraft got bricked. Are we here? Hello? Hello? Maybe? Well, that was weird. Well, if you're still here, let me post the macro for you. Yeah, alright, bet. Check the pins in this message. Alright, Thrash, Iron Fur, fantastic. That is a Demon Spikes macro. That is here. Wait a second. Where's the message? Interesting. It's here. I'll just type it for you. Hashtag show tooltip. So you write this line first, and then you do /cast Iron Fur, and then you go /cast Thrash. Copy paste that. That's the macro right there. That'll do it. You want Thrash to be after Iron Fur for what it's worth. Be slight advantage. I do have to get my monk up soon. Here's my monk. We're kind of getting there, but there's a lot of farming to do. Yo, what's up, little? Today was good. We got a 21 Algathar timed. We just narrowly missed the 21 seed of the Triumvirate, which was sad. That was rough. That felt rough. We almost had it. We got the other one. My monk is 285 with Brewmaster when I get another weapon. Mistweaver is actually 286 now, 287, I believe. Yep. This is, my Mistweaver is starting geared. I got a heroic ons here, so I gotta go get a bunch more of these. I have a weapon for Mistweaver crafted now, and then I'm gonna use the next one on the ons here. So Mistweaver's pretty good, up and coming. I want to gear for both Mistweaver and Brew, and we'll do this.
And I need to go bonus roll, see the trauma rate 2 more times for a chance at that Brewmaster weapon. And then I just need to farm out basically 15 more of these crests. I have no idea why the Discord is being weird right now. I will try to fix the Discord. And instead of an MDI video coming out tonight, by the way, if you've been enjoying those, I got a treat for you. I got to interview an MDI competitor. What? I got to interview... Shindig did a video with me. He's awesome. So Shindig did a video with me, and that's really cool. And we talked for like 35 minutes. It's a behind the scenes of what it's actually like competing in the MDI, if you're curious about that. It's a nice chill conversation. And I think I'll try to post that tonight if I have time. I'm going to go take care of a bunch of stuff. I have 3 coaching calls on top of everything else I have to do tonight. So that will be quite a bit. I'm going to be fairly busy tonight. I should be around to stream tomorrow. Hopefully the Discord just gets fixed. Ideally. Yeah, let me talk to... We'll figure out this out. Dump trucks. Oh, man. I love it when you are... Never mind. What's up? Hi, Dump. How's it going? Great name. Excellent name. But not having the Awoo 7 TV remote? Unsure. Enjoy your streaming content? Thank you. I enjoy dump trucks as well. I enjoy you. I'm what can I say? I like trucks. It's not going well for me right now. That's probably a perfect indication that it is time for me to end stream, most likely. That is probably the right time. I'm going to probably say something that I shouldn't say. So at this exact moment, it is probably time for me to GG's today. I'm glad you like this stream. I'll be back tomorrow. Definitely taking Sunday off, but we'll see. Keep trucking along, sir. Thank you. You keep trucking along. That's good RP. Honestly, if my name was Dump Truck on Twitch and I could go into other people's Twitches and I could just be like, keep trucking along, that's GG's. That's great. That's actually like excellent. All right, Viva's on. Homie Forrest is on. He's probably going to end soon. Mr. Boggs Adventure is on. Jerome is on. Nah. Earth is on. Who do you want to say hi to? Are you on Thailand time? If yes, let's game. Plab, I am. Who are you in the monkey? Plab, yes. I'm. So it's like 4:30 p.m. for me right now. I play from Bangkok. Do you play from Thailand? Dude, honestly, you were the DK. Oh, you were excellent, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly what happened in that key, but I vaguely remember you doing well. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you should add me because it's very hard to find people to play at this time. That's why there's like never any keys. And I'll be getting my monk up pretty soon. I just want to go to like all 19s real fast, and then I'll go into 20s on this. No, I play on NA servers, and I play with 250 ping perma. Honestly, you just get used to it. like you make peace with it, Lilo. Although I dream of what it would like. I dream of what it would be like to one day experience a regular amount of ping. It's genuinely, I wonder what that would be like. Well, given the fact that I have a particular affinity to feral cat girls, I am interested in this potential community. Not in any sort of weird way. I have a lovely girlfriend downstairs. Could not be more happy. But for what it's worth, once again, it is probably the right time for me to end stream. GG's. Know thy limits. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye. Easy. Hello. I think I'm funny. Bye, YouTube. I'm glad I could